is that woman right there. Sarah Fuller, wearing number 32, has a chance to make history today in this game as a kicker. But it has been a crazy year, and this is just one of those opportunities we have seen arise from that. Dave Neal alongside DJ Shockley, former SEC championship quarterback, and Taylor Davis is down on the field. But Shock, this game certainly is one of those that has been in and out of the schedule all season long. As a matter of fact, it's been scheduled 4 different times. These teams didn't even know until Monday that they were going to play each other. Missouri was supposed to play Arkansas. The Hogs had some COVID issues. Vandy was supposed to play Tennessee. The SEC decided to rearrange the schedule, and here we are. How difficult is it for these coaches to get their teams ready for this one?
It's very difficult because the uncertainty of 2020 is what everybody has talked about. And for Missouri, Coach Brickler talks about consistency in how they prepare, whether it's in-game, out-of-game. They have to prepare the same way. And for Coach Mason, he says adjust and adapt to what's going on with his injuries or anything else. They must adjust and adapt in the ball game.
And he is adjusting and adapting very well. And while COVID has changed and disrupted how we all operate on a day-to-day, even a minute-to-minute basis, it's also brought some of those opportunities that otherwise might not have occurred. And today will be one of those opportunities, as Sarah Fuller, a senior goalkeeper for the Vanderbilt soccer team, just captured an SEC tournament title last Sunday down in Orange Beach, Alabama. And because of the COVID issues among the Vanderbilt specialists, she's now been called upon to help the Commodore football team as their kicker. And when she does see action today, Sarah would become the first woman to participate in an SEC game, and for that matter, a Power 5 game. College football history will be made today. Taylor Davis is down on the field, and Taylor, you just spoke with her parents. What did they have to say about this monumental moment?
Absolutely. Brandon and Wendy Fuller obviously beaming with pride here today to watch their daughter make history. They told me they could have never dreamed an opportunity like this would come her way, but they're not surprised Sarah got the call. They said she has always been a go-getter. She loves to compete, and when they talked to her before the game, she said she had no nerves. She has a job to do. Help Vandy get their first win.
I think we all might be a little bit more nervous than Sarah and her parents, right? I mean, this is crazy. We've been watching her warm up for an hour and a half, and hopefully things will work out, and we will get to see her in action today. So Missouri wins the toss. They defer, so Vandy will get the football first, and we'll see how this all plays out today. But I think these two clubs both in search of a win today here in Columbia, Missouri. Glad you could join us on what is a cool, crisp day here in Como. Vanderbilt, of course, trying to win for the first time since they faced Missouri a year ago. It's been that kind of season for the Commodores, but there have been signs of life, at least offensively, for Vanderbilt here in the last few weeks under their freshman quarterback. So that one will come out to the 25-yard line. And speaking of their freshman quarterback, there he is, Ken Seals. 300-yard passing games this year. Vanderbilt's all-time leader as a freshman passer. Those are the numbers. And DJ, what do you like about this young man?
Well, the thing you like most is he's grown every single week from playing in the SEC. And you see him, he's under control, he's been poised. He's starting to take care of the football a little bit better. But most importantly, he has been a leader for this offense. And some of these older guys are depending on it.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the far hash mark for this Vanderbilt offense, scoring just under 17 points a game. First carry of the game goes to Keon Henry Brooks. And he's been out with an injury, but resurfaces today here in Columbia. And a first carry picks up 10 yards and a first down. Tempo under Todd Fitch, their first-year offensive coordinator, but certainly not his first year. 35 years in the coaching business, but obviously this offense starting to really find some rhythm under Coach Fitch.
Yeah, and it starts with that run game like you mentioned today. This is a downhill attack style of run game. You're going to see a lot of RPO action in this ball game as well, allowing the quarterback to make decisions and get the ball to the playmakers in space.
Throw it on 2nd down and 6. Pass is caught there by Cam Johnson, so 3rd down coming up for Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Cam Johnson, pay attention to him today, especially on 3rd down. He's a guy they like to get the football to. 12 of his 44 on 3rd down.
3rd down and a yard. Did he get enough? I don't know if he did or not. Right at the 45-yard line. Looks like he's going to be about a half a yard shy. So already a decision for Derek Mason.
Randy is right now in
his 7th year to coach this. offense stays on the field, and here we go. Vanderbilt this year, 8 of 13 on 4th downs. Hand it off to Brooks. I don't think he got it. They got right back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see if they can spot this football near that 1st down line, but I don't think they're going to make it. And Missouri's defense stands tall and gets the football for their offense.
Yeah, you see immediate penetration right up the middle here. Right off that gut, and you see the contact right as he hits on the 49.5-yard line. He meets right in the hole, and nice job there by their senior leader in the middle, Nick Bowden, who we will talk a lot about today, but he stands up on his first series.
Nick Bolton with 67 tackles on the season. Clearly their best defensive player and one of the best in this conference for sure. And so now Connor Bazelak takes over, and a short field for the Missouri Tiger offense from the 45. That first handoff goes to Larry Roundtree, and he'll get it down to the 40, so give him 5. But another freshman, Bazelak, though, a redshirt freshman, saw some action last year, but boy, he busted onto the scene. Didn't start the beginning of this year because Sean Robinson, the transfer from TCU, got the job. But what have you liked about the way he's taken over the reins of this offense?
Just confident, big-time arm, not afraid to throw it in tight windows, and he also makes good decisions when going down the field.
Pass is caught down around the 30-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
You see some of the quick decisions right there. They run a little hook right there, and he turns right around and hits him in the chest with the football. No indecision, and that's what's been important for him, is making sure he makes the decisions, especially on key downs, and not turning it over.
Another quick pass coming near side. Broken tackle inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Gostowski going back-to-back catches for him, and he can do the chains again.
You see the tempo. You see him going a little bit faster. You see this offense here, where they rank over the season. But this offense continue to put points on the board and make it tough on defenses.
Roundtree with that carry inside the 15. Roundtree coming off a 58-yard performance last week, closing in on 500 yards for this season for their all-time leading running back rusher, but still trails Brad Smith, who's the all-time leading rusher, the quarterback who was just sensational. His numbers are staggering in the run game. That pass is caught. That'll be close to the 1st down. Nico Hay, the 6'5", 250-pound sophomore tight end, with his 10th grab of the year.
Yeah, I love the slant-flat combination. The inside backers who Connor Bazelak is reading, he goes with the slant, so he knows he has a flat route, hits him immediately, and picks up positive yardage.
On 1st and goal, handoff, touchdown, Missouri. Larry Roundtree for the 6th time this year on the ground.
Exactly how Missouri want to start this ball game. Defense gets Vandy's offense off the field, and then you come down and use what is your best threat in Larry Roundtree to punch it in the end zone and put 7 on the board here early.
Harrison Beavis will attempt the point after. He's 13 out of 13 this year. A little low snap, but able to get the kick away, and didn't take very long. Derek Mason gambled on a 4th down and about a half a yard from his own 45. Missouri's defense stood tall, turned it over to the offense, and the Tigers did the rest, and they lead it early here at Memorial Stadium and Faurot Field in Columbia. 7-0 Tigers out in front.
For over 60 years, Harvey's has been serving up Canadian flame-grilled burgers, but nothing like this one. Introducing Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger, a 6-ounce burger made with 100% Canadian beef, stuffed with a mix of real cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese, grilled up for melty cheese perfection, and then topped just the way you like it. Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger. Get it now for a limited time. Now that's a beautiful thing.
Tires are done.
Already?
Yep. Do it again.
Okay.
Stay in your car tire service at Mr. Lube.
Introducing new Salon Paws Gel Patch Hot. Hot capsaicin, ice cold menthol, rounded corners, great adhesion. 2 medicines, 2 sensations, 8 hours of pain relief. Salon Paws, it's good medicine.
Orsacchiotti, voi canadesi siete divertenti.
Nome del cielo, ma che cos'è questo?
No! No, non è possibile! No! Non è possibile! Davvero molto buona! È buonissima!
New Kraft hazelnut spread made with no palm oil. Even some Italians may have to admit they love it.
I am the twisting thundercloud. Power in its most raw form. Speed in its most natural. I am royalty of racing. Defender of the checkered throne. I am Alpha Romeo.
If you need me, call me.
And welcome back to Perot Field here in Columbia, Missouri. SEC Network College Football presented by Allstate. 11,700 fans allowed in this building today on a perfect football day. As Missouri strikes first to lead 7-0. Now Vanderbilt's offense back on the field. Larry Roundtree taking it in from 7 yards. For more on Larry, let's go down to Taylor Davis.
Yeah, guys, following that touchdown, a very animated Larry Roundtree came over to the sideline, giving some hugs and encouragement to his offensive line. And it goes back to what Coach Drinkwitz told us this week. He said, our worst position in terms of injury and consistency has been the offensive line. And Larry wants to offer the encouragement to this group to continue to stand strong the way they did on that last.
The consummate teammate, coach, ethic unmatched. That pass from Ken Seals, incomplete. Bring up second down. Vanderbilt's offense of late has picked up the pace. Some of that credit, not just, we've talked about Ken Seals' shot, but the receiving corps, Cam Johnson, Chris Pierce, a couple of guys that have really stepped up and helped out their quarterback.
Yeah, and they've been more aggressive when the ball's thrown down the field. And that's been the key is 50 balls, you got a chance to move the chains and give your quarterback even more confidence.
Inside handoff, Keon Henry Brooks. We saw Keon last year as a backup to Keyshawn Vaughn. And we liked what we saw as a. But now when he is healthy, workhorse, they can't.
Yeah, he is a downhill physical runner. He will punish you. He will also run around you. Has the speed to go the distance, but you need a good run game whenever you have a young quarterback or any guy trying to get some more experience at that position.
Pressure comes. They'll swing it out here to Keon Henry Brooks. He's got some room. He's out to the 40-yard line and have the first down. On a 3rd and 7, they will pick up a dozen.
Outstanding job. They tried to push the football vertically down the field, so all the defenders were 15, 20 yards down the field. He checked it down to his back and gave him a positive yards.
Ball sits at the 40-yard line. Vanderbilt's offense averaging 355 yards a game.
For 21, Keon Henry Brooks.
Keon Henry Brooks with that carry, but this is an offense that the first 3 games after just 8 points of contest. They have pushed that number up a bit. You start looking at some of the numbers. They put up 35 in a loss to Kentucky a few weeks ago. Got off to a good start against Florida in their last game, but got stuck on 17, but really fought the Gators for a half.
Yeah, they did, and I thought they did a good job of taking it to Florida in the run and the pass game. Weren't afraid to challenge them down the field.
4-man rush. Seals lofts it up just a little bit too high. Big collision at the end of that play, and Keon Henry Brooks is slow to get up. Tyree Gillespie came in late and hit Henry Brooks who's been fighting some injuries all season long.
Injury timeout on the field.
Boy, they attend to him. Take one more look at the end of this play. Back to Columbia in a moment.
Put some fresh in your step with a 6-inch oven roasted chicken sub from Subway's under $5 menu. Order in-store or on the Subway app. Then pick it up quickly and safely. Only at Subway.
The dogs Candace Millard fosters leave lots of stains. Try this. Oh, it's cordless. Whether it's a pet accident or tracked in mud, the Bissell Pet Stain Eraser pulls it out permanently. And when you buy Bissell, you help save homeless pets.
I don't want to get left behind. Gotta move. Gotta move. Gotta move. Gotta move.
You wash your hands every day, but what about your nose, the body's air filter? Novage uses powered suction to clean your nose and flush out dangerous germs. And it relieves congestion without drugs. More than 1 million sold. Novage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Oh, Fix Auto. The first words that should come to mind after an accident.
Ready or not.
Gillette ProGlide and ProGlide Gel. 5 blades and a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you're ready for the day with a clean shave and a clean face.
Avoid obstacles in your path with the driver assist features in the Cadillac XT6. Awarded a 2020 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. Right now, get $5,000 in cash purchase credits on a 2020 XT6. Plus, eligible members receive Costco member pricing and a $500 Costco shop card.
SEC Network College Football presented by Allstate. Derek Mason a little chapped right now as his perhaps best offensive player just injured a moment ago on a tail end of a play on a pass play as Keon Henry Brooks got hit late on that. And rules analyst Matt Austin is with us. Matt, did you see anything on that or any type of violation?
I understand why Coach Mason's upset. This is a totally unnecessary hit. The defender definitely saw the ball was incomplete. He came in late. It's a good little hit. It might even be some helmet contact there. So, yeah, I think Coach has every right to be upset, and I think this should have warranted a foul.
Well, we saw Keon Henry Brooks get up and leave under his own power, and there was no targeting. So good news is Keon Henry Brooks looks like he's going to be okay over there on the sideline. I guess easy for me to say as I'm not the one that took the shot, but Ken Seals takes a shot right around the 47-yard line as he tries to stretch it out to midfield. Now it's 4th down again for the Commodores, and here comes their punt team.
Yeah, the pocket just collapsed on him a little bit. He had to climb up in the pocket a little bit sooner than he wanted to. He might have had a receiver come across on a crossing route, but just didn't have time to see it and ended up taking off. And good job on Misourri coming up and making the play on Ken Seals. Down.
Here's Harrison Smith to punt it away. Harrison, the junior out of Franklin, Tennessee, averaging 41 yards per punt. And a fair, and that is where Misourri will take over, leading it 7-0 after the 43-yard punt with no return. Well, here's what's in store today. Of course, things have been revamped somewhat. Of course, next week will be revamped even more. But Auburn and Alabama coming up 3:30. The Iron Bowl continues. Nick Saban won't be able to coach that one from the field. Of course, the Egg Bowl going at it. Mississippi State and Ole Miss. A little different scenario. A couple different coaches than we had a year ago. Don't forget tonight at Georgia and South Carolina. Mike Bobo, who's the interim head coach right now for South Carolina, facing his alma mater and a team he spent so many years coaching as an offensive coordinator.
A lot of interesting games. You talk about the Iron Bowl and the Egg Bowl. You think there'd be a few points scored in the Egg Bowl for sure, with how those coaches like to throw it around. So exciting day in the SEC for sure.
There is a flag down. We'll wait on the call from our referee, James Carter.
Personal foul. Offense, number 51. Illegal block below the waist. Half the distance to the goal. Remains first down.
Zeke Powell, the junior. One of those guys. That offensive line has just been a patchwork could be a word we use for this offensive line. They have run through a bunch of bodies. Zeke's one of these guys. He showed up at camp July 24th. He was a junior college transfer. They thought perhaps they might redshirt him, and all he's done is play every SEC game to this point. Handoff off the left side. Big hole for Roundtree. He's to the 20, out over the 30-yard line. A huge gain for Misourri. Gets him out of the shadows of the goalpost.
Yeah, it's a run that they love. This is the split zone run that they love. Another flag on the play, looks like. Tight end goes across the formation and cuts off the back end. And Roundtree runs right through where the hole was vacated.
Might have been a late hit on the sideline there. We'll wait for that flag. The call from James Carter.
Yeah, it might have been the one at the end right there. At the end, a little excessive.
To Ricky Wright.
Defense, number 30, targeting. The previous play is under review.
We'll take another look at this as well. The Ricky Wright, the true freshman out of Gadsden, Alabama, came in late. I mean, this guy came in with some pretty good credentials out of high school, a 4-star. And rules analyst Matt Austin is with us. And Matt, take another look at this and tell us what you think.
Well, I think he's definitely out of bounds, so I think the late hit is a good call. The targeting, this is the fine line between, is this a defenseless player or is he not? Normally a runner is not, but if you're wrapped up and you're under control of the tackler, then you could be considered defenseless. So I don't see any crown. And I can't tell if the helmet.
Yeah, looks like the shoulder there, Matt. Looks like that left shoulder.
Well, but did it hit him in the head with the shoulder? Yeah, if they call him a defenseless player, this is targeting. 30 went to the head with the shoulder. So I can see supporting targeting and having him be disqualified.
I mean, already this Vanderbilt defense is out so many players. They got a lot of X's on my board.
On the play. Number 30 of the defense will be allowed to stay in the game. The result of the play is a first down.
There you go. There's so many ways to approach that, and Wright gets to stay in the game, and that's good news for Vanderbilt. You start thinking about some of the guys in the back end that are not here anymore. D.C. Williams, Frank Coppin, Randall Haney, Donovan Kaufman, just to name a few of the guys. And this week, one of their best linebackers, Dimitri Moore, has opted out. Dimitri had almost 100 tackles a year ago. Got off to a slow start this year, but 36 tackles on the year, no longer with this team. Boy, all day to throw for Bazelak. And he makes Vanderbilt pay as they get across the midfield stripe as Kiki Chisholm makes his 16th grab of the year.
Yeah, this is something they want to do more. Get into this 6-man protection. They had all day to throw the football. Now you have this deep crossing route come across the field. And because they're in man coverage, he's out and stack him and then come across, which is a good throw and also a good route.
Bazelak. That ball might have been deflected. It is incomplete of its target. Well, we saw Bazelak in game 2. He came in for Sean Robinson when they were playing Tennessee Shock. And once Coach Drinkwitz put him in, just the offense just changed. I mean, he brought that spark, and he hadn't given up that job since.
Yeah, this offense for sure has a different feel to it with him in the ball game because their ability to throw the football down the field, and he's pretty accurate with it too.
Swing it near side. Pass is caught by Jalen Knox. That'll get it down to the 35. Let's get an update. Head to the studio. Peter.
Thank you, Dave Neal. After a fake punt, Dan Mullen says, how about let's reintroduce yourself to Kyle Pitts. First game back after missing 2 games, and he has 56 yards to the house. 7-0 Gators over the Wildcats.
Thank you, Peter. Gators fighting to crawl their way to try to get to an SEC championship game. On 2nd down and 5. Not much room to run there. Met right at the line of scrimmage. Andre Mintz, along with the freshman Ethan Barr, converged to hit Tyler Beatty.
Yeah, Ethan Barr, one of the guys who is going to have to take up the load for Dimitri Moore, who you just mentioned will be out. So got a couple of guys, Austin Orgy, who looking to be in that spot as well to fill the void of what Dimitri Moore left.
Dump it off underneath, and that'll lose maybe 2 yards as Barr makes a nice play defensively, and that'll bring up 4th down. So from the 28-yard line, here comes the field goal unit. Harrison Mevis, whose career-long 52 came against LSU. Longest ever recorded by a Missouri freshman. Out of Warsaw, Indiana on the year. 9 of 11. 2 out of 3 from 50 plus. And this one doinks off the left upright. So the 45-yard field goal, no good. And Vanderbilt will get the football down a touchdown. 5:24 to go, opening quarter.
If you need me, call me.
We got one of those new purple mattresses, and it is amazing. You have to try it.
Oh, this doesn't feel like memory foam.
No.
This feels amazing.
Right?
What is it?
Actually, it's called Purple, and it's a completely unique comfort technology, meticulously designed to cradle and support the human body.
Cool.
There are less awkward ways to try Purple. Available exclusively at Sleep Country. Shop in-store or online today.
Looking for a unique gift? Then get this autonomous robotic bartender that makes drinks on command. Actually, there's a fresher way. Get a SodaStream. It's the perfect gift that makes sparkling water on command.
Hey, it's Rachel from The Source. Stay connected this holiday with the premium design of the Samsung Galaxy ecosystem. The Galaxy S20 FE 5G captures breathtaking photos with its triple lens camera. Pair it with Canada's largest network to quickly share those moments. Sync with the Galaxy Watch 3 to get upgraded sleep, heart, and fitness tracking. And adjust the level of noise cancellation on your Galaxy Buds Live to stay focused while providing all-day comfort. For tech gifts and the network advice to help them perform at their best, visit The Source.
I am the twisting thundercloud. Power in its most raw form. Speed in its most natural. I am royalty of racing. Defender of the checkered throne. I am Alpha Lumia.
The bar
Grand Prix on TSN.
SEC Network Football is presented by Allstate. You've never been in better hands.
History could be made today for Rowe Field as Sarah Fuller could become the first woman to participate in an SEC game, a Power 5 game for that matter. Talking to her parents and her boyfriend before the game today. She's been out kicking all afternoon. Just think last Sunday she was winning a soccer championship, and now she is dressed out and ready to go if called upon for Derek Mason's Vanderbilt Commodores. And she was quick to say, I'm all in when given the opportunity.
I mean, how pretty cool is it? We talk about all the things that have going on in 2020, the way teams find a way to make things right, and what a great story it would be if she gets the opportunity to kick a field goal or an extra point today.
Vanderbilt's offense will need to pick up the pace just a bit. Second down and 10, under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Underneath pass caught around the 38, falling forward to the 39 is Chris Pierce, who has gotten red hot the last 4 games. Been finding the end zone, has 5 touchdowns this year, including a touchdown grab in 4 straight games.
Yeah, Dave, that's the 3rd most in the country in that span. So getting him the football and allowing him to break tackles is what makes him really special. And Sylvie's done a good job of getting it to him.
Keon Henry Brooks bounces off one Missouri defender across midfield territory. Good run for Keon Henry back on the field after that shot he took on a prior possession.
Don't you like that? Nothing really there. Missouri did a good job at the point of attack, but he has a good job of just being patient and bouncing that football outside and using his speed to get upfield.
Henry Brooks off the left side. Nothing there. Don't forget our SEC Network College Football Tripleheader continues at 4 o'clock Eastern with the 115th edition of the Egg Bowl. Mississippi State goes to Oxford to face Ole Miss. And then our Saturday night matchup at 7:30 tonight. Georgia and South Carolina. J.T. Daniels, what a game he had last week. My goodness. Inside handoff goes to Mitchell Pryor, the walk-on. He led the team in rushing against Florida last week with that carry. But how about J.T. Daniels?
It was fun to watch last week. We had a chance to do the game, and watching him bust onto the scene and play the way he did. I know a lot of Georgia fans were like, where has that been? But he was pretty darn good in his first outing there in Athens and showing exactly what that pass game can look like under offensive coordinator Todd Monken.
Pryor slides back into the backfield. 3rd down and 4. Seals rolling left, nowhere to go, and he will be swallowed up and loses a couple of yards in the process. Nick Bolton there again. Nick with already 5 tackles here in the first quarter, and he is a tackle machine.
If you got the ball in your hand, you see him. He is trying to play in between the receivers and the quarterback, giving himself an opportunity. If he has to go attack, which he does, and looks around and says, all right, you guys got them all covered, I'll go make the play.
Harrison Smith punts it away. High kick, fair catch called for around the 13-yard line. So Missouri will take over there with 2:13 to go here in the first quarter, leading it by a touchdown. Connor Bazelak 7 of 8 for 68 yards to start this game.
But we got to remember, this is a kid that played in the wishbone in high school. So he is continuing to learn every single week and this style of offense. And Coach Drinkwill says, hey, it's been a work in progress, but we trust what he's doing. We trust what he's seeing in ball games. And he's given this offense new light since he's taken over.
Had over 400 yards passing against LSU in that win. We'll hand it off here to Roundtree. For more on Connor, let's go down to Taylor Davis.
Yeah, guys, I asked Connor about running the triple option in high school and how that's translated here. He said it probably made me more comfortable in the pocket. He said, I was under center a lot. I was close to the defense, had to pitch off defensive ends, and I think it helped prepare me to take that approach. Always see him very composed out there. He's not afraid of contact, and he attributes it to his high school experience.
Good size on him, too, at 6'3", 220. That pass caught right around the first down line. Matter of fact, that will be good enough to move the chains. So Bazelak completes another pass.
And interesting enough, Taylor talks about him being comfortable in the pocket. And another guy who Coach Mason said he reminds him of is Ben Roethlisberger. You think about how many times Ben Roethlisberger holds on to the football. He has guys hanging on him because of his size. And Connor has that similar kind of build.
Larry Roundtree on that carry. Bazelak, though, you got to like his demeanor. Look, this is a guy that blew out his knee. Got to start against Arkansas last year at the end of the season and had to spend pretty much most of his rehab time during the quarantine period working, making sure he was getting himself right. Came back and, you know, I think Coach Drinkwitz felt Robinson, a guy that had some experience, but once he realized that Bazelak was completely healthy from that knee injury he suffered a year ago, he was not afraid to use him, and he's had the job ever since.
And then you bring up a good point, because you never know what a guy will do in real game action. You can see him in practice. You can see a guy like Sean Robinson who had experience, but he just didn't know how he would respond in game until we saw him back in that Tennessee game and responded really well.
Nice drive here by the Tigers. Little play fake. Bazelak will throw, and this one is batted away, and it'll be incomplete. It'll be second down and 10 coming up, trying to hit Kiki Chisholm on that route.
Yeah, nice job, Alan George on the outside. Never really forced him to go vertical, so Alan George sat all over the route and was there when he turned around. So good play on the outside for George. Not getting the PI, but just being aggressive on the corner.
Blitz came from the right side, and Bazelak threw it that direction. Barrett Bannister makes the catch, and that'll probably do it for first quarter action here from Faurot Field in Columbia. A lot of eyes on this one, waiting to see if Sarah Ford will get on the field, but so far the story's been Missouri. They're driving again. They lead it by a touchdown after 15 minutes.
Knowledge is gangster.
Just start.
Truly special moments call for Ferrero Rocher. Smooth milk chocolate, crunchy hazelnut, lovingly layered and wrapped in gold. Because what we choose to share with others reflects how much we care. Ferrero Rocher, made to say more.
We got one of those new purple mattresses, and it is
100% Canadian beef, stuffed with a mix of real cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese, grilled up for melty cheese perfection, and then topped just the way you like it. Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger. Get it now for a limited time. Now that's a beautiful thing.
The compliments keep coming. Visit your Lincoln dealer to discover more reasons. From Lincoln pickup and delivery to a one-year membership to Calm.
Do you have dry, cracked hands from constant washing, cold weather, and hard work? Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keefe's for Healthy Feet. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked feet.
Brian has been riding to work every day since 1991, but it's not 1991 anymore. Brian could use Boost, a nutritional drink for when he's not getting enough in his diet to help him keep doing what he loves.
Two semifinals, New Year's Day, the college football playoff lives on ESPN.
7-0 Missouri out in front of Vanderbilt. Good start by the Tigers offensively. Larry Roundtree the third, 53 yards on the ground. Connor Bazelak 9 of 11 as Missouri continues to move the football down the field against Vanderbilt. This pass is caught across midfield. Tyler Beatty with that reception. That'll be his 14th out of the backfield. Over 200 yards through the air for old number 1.
Tyler Beatty is a guy who averages 15 yards of reception. And Coach Zimmer said, we got to try to get him the football any way we can, and they try to create creative ways in the pass game as well.
Dove with that reception. Not much happened on that reception. Vanderbilt all over it. It'll be second down, and they lost a yard.
I'm sure Connor lost his balance there. He was falling down as he was throwing that football. Lucky enough, he had enough arm strength to get it out there. But this is something we've seen from this Vandy defense the last couple of weeks. They're flying around. They're getting to the football. They're not allowing the yards after the catch.
Beatty comes in motion. They'll fake it to Roundtree. A little roundabout. Jalen Knox coming around the corner and met there by a couple of jerseys. Good open field tackle by Maxwell Worship.
And I know Dayo Dangle, number 10, does not make the play, but he stays at home, and he forces this football to stretch it all the way out, and now he allows his other guys to get to the point. And then you see a good tackle by Maxwell Worship. Well, Dayo has been really good on the edge, getting upfield. He's changed his game as far as being a good versus the run. But that shows you a play right there. He plays with all-out effort. He gives everything he has for this Vanderbilt Commodore defense.
Bazelak underneath to Beatty. Trying to reach that first down line, but Commodores swarm to the football and keep him 3 yards shy. So it'll be fourth down and about 3 coming up now for Missouri. Kind of in that no man's land.
Yeah, and this is prime territory to go for. You see Bazelak is still on the field. Bringing in extra receivers now.
39-yard line.
Offense stays on the field. Missouri on fourth downs, 9 out of 13 this year. Barrett Bannister comes in motion to the near side. Vanderbilt bringing 4. Pass is incomplete behind Bannister, and the Commodores will hold. A big stand by Vanderbilt. They'll get the football back. Down a touchdown.
Don't miss out on the lowest prices of the year at the Moore's Black Friday sale. Suits start at $129.99. Sport coats start at $109.99. Merino sweaters are 2 for $90. Plus, dress and casual pants start at $39.99. Shop the Black Friday sale at Moore's.
Introducing Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger, a 6-ounce burger made with 100% Canadian beef, stuffed with a mix of real cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese, and then topped the way you like it. This isn't your average cheeseburger. Get it for a limited time at Harvey's. Now that's a beautiful thing.
Do you have dry, cracked hands from constant washing, cold weather, and hard work? Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keefe's for healthy feet. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked feet.
Hi, I'm Dan McKinley from Sleep Country here in our Innovation Center with a real game changer, our lifestyle adjustable bases. Every day we chat with real sleepers, so we know that the Canadian bedroom has become central to your life. So with you in mind, we've created the largest lineup of lifestyle bases in Canada that bring together technology, luxury, and comfort. Now you can actually customize how you sleep using a remote control for limitless head and foot positions. You can also enjoy built-in massage features, an app for your phone, under-bed lighting, alarm settings, and USB ports for charging your devices, and so much more.
Right now at Sleep Country, all lifestyle bases are at hot prices, starting at only $7.99. Choose from a selection of many models and sizes to suit your sleep needs. Shop in store or online with one of our sleep experts today at sleepcountry.ca. Don't miss out on this incredible offer and start sleeping better now. Sleep well.
Hi. Can you wrap this for me, please?
Unwrap the Deal is back at Kia, and the 2021 Sportage is ready to take on winter. With Dynamax all-wheel drive, plus a heated steering wheel and heated front and rear seats, the Sportage checks everything off your wish list. During Unwrap a Deal, you could win up to $10,000 in holiday bonuses, plus get great offers all month.
I also brought this Forte. Big bow.
Fourth down conversion here. Connor, he has exactly what he wants. Double slant, corners playing off, and just an errant throw on the outside. This is usually a throw he usually makes, but look at what happens with his footwork. Watch his left foot. His left foot is actually pointed towards the sideline. It's kind of closed off, so now this enables you to get the ball all the way through, and now you have an errant throw.
And the result is Vanderbilt holds on fourth down, and they start this drive, first down and 10. Pass to Johnson is complete, but just for a couple of yards. Cam Johnson came in with 44 catches. He had 14 grabs against Ole Miss, followed that up with 10 more against Mississippi State. 35 receptions in his last 4 games.
Yeah, you talk about those 35 receptions, the most in the country since October 25th. That's getting it done, and Seals has been a big part of getting him the football.
Trying to set up a little middle screen, and that one could have been intercepted. It was just a mess. Seals took a shot in the process. I think Vanderbilt lucky it's third down and 7 and not Missouri football.
Yeah, not fooled. Nick Bolton right in the middle, sees it from Jump Street, and they try to get him out, but even if he completes his football, I'm not even sure if he gets a chance. And he takes a hit in the process. That's not usually what you want on a screenplay. But Missouri's making sure that their presence is felt on the young quarterback.
Ken Seals, 4 out of 7, just 31 yards. Going up top, down that far sideline, it's incomplete. And another punting situation coming up for the Commodores as Amir Abdul-Rahman can't catch up to that football.
Yeah, a little out of sync on the deep throws to start this ball game for Ken Seals. Ennis Rakestraw on the back end, a lot of credit. He was in the hip pocket as receiver, nowhere really for him to go to the football. Forced the receiver to the sideline, so not much area to throw the football for Ken Seals.
So Harrison Smith will punt it away. And another fair catch call for the 18-yard line. So Missouri up a touchdown here in the second quarter with the football when we come back.
Come on. Mary May?
This is really hard for me to say, Patrick, but we can't keep going on like this.
What? No, I don't understand.
It's not you, Pat. It's your network. It's just not fast enough.
But I can change. I'll change!
To Canada's fastest national 5G network.
The Simba mattress survives the most rigorous testing because you do more in bed than just sleep. The new Simba collection, now at lowest advertised prices of the year. Shop in store at Sleep Country or shop online. Search Simba Sleep now.
Introducing new Salonpas Gel Patch Hot. Hot capsaicin. Ice cold menthol. Rounded corners. Great adhesion. 2 medicines, 2 sensations. 8 hours of pain relief. Salonpas. It's good medicine.
At TD Direct Investing, we didn't start out to be Canada's largest online brokerage, but we did start with a simple philosophy. Not everyone is the same. So we built platforms you can personalize with everything essential to get started and advance with the personal support you want. We've always created new ways for Canadians to invest, and it's only going to get better. With TD Direct Investing, you can confidently invest your way. Get up to $1,100 with TD Direct Investing. TD, ready to help you move forward.
Welcome to the Flavorhood. Hi. Hey, if you need me, call me.
Here for a studio update. State Farm surprisingly great performance. How about after a Florida turnover, the Kentucky Wildcats go 6 plays, 38 yards. Terry Wilson finds Keaton Upshaw. We got a tie ball game. Remember the last 3 guys gone down to the wire between these 2.
That'll probably be a good finish at the end of the day, and we're waiting for Sarah Fuller maybe to finish one off here. Sarah Fuller, of course, trying to become the first woman to participate in an SEC game and a Power 5 game for that matter. This is what she did during the day. Her day job, so to speak, as a goalkeeper for the Vanderbilt Commodore soccer team that just came back from winning an SEC championship in Orange Beach, Alabama. You saw some of the leg strength there and holding that SEC soccer trophy. And, well, you know, COVID has provided so many, I guess, negative things going on in our lives, the change we have to go through, but obviously it's given her an opportunity. If there is a positive, this whole thing is we wouldn't be standing here with an opportunity and perhaps history.
Yeah, I mean, how cool is it that we get the opportunity to see something as monumental as this? And I love the nameplate, the sweat plate she has on the back of her helmet that says "Play like a girl." I mean, it's pretty cool to have this opportunity. I'm sure Vandy's looking forward to possibly giving her that chance.
Pass is caught up around the 29-yard line. That'll be good enough for the first down as Dove makes that catch. And when I say that this is Curtis giving her this opportunity, Vanderbilt released their students from school last week. So when the soccer team came back, they were really the only students on campus, right? So there wasn't an opportunity for Derek Mason to put out some kind of message to the student body. Hey, if you played soccer or kicked in high school and want to come try out, here's your opportunity. There was nobody there. The soccer team just got home Sunday night when he found out that his kicking group had to be quarantined because of COVID. And because of his conversations with the Vanderbilt soccer coach, they realized that they had an opportunity to use Sarah. And that's how this whole thing got started. And the assistant soccer coach is the one who called her on Sunday night and said, hey, look, you got to make a decision in a matter of moments. As you see some of the reaction to Sarah Fuller accepting this opportunity for some of the best that Pat McAfee, who does a lot of work with us here on ESPN, sending out his best wishes as only he can. He's beautiful. But all across the country, from coast to coast, watching this and seeing if this possibly could happen today. In the meantime, Misourri continues to throw it over number 86. Dove making some catches. He came in with 12 grabs on the season. Towski now with 6 catches today. That one only goes for a yard, but certainly they're targeting number 86 for sure.
And it's been quick intermediate passes. It's getting the ball out of the hands of Connor Bazelak and allowed him to get it and distribute it out to those playmakers who on the outside have made some really good plays once they got in their hands, but nothing has been down the field. Everything is quick and decisive.
Out over the 40-yard line.
Bazelak's pass complete to number 15, Chris Abrams-Drake.
Right around that range where you're in shot territory, but third down here, maybe knowing you can possibly go for it on fourth down, similar to where they were last drive. We'll see if Vandy plays some man coverage, and Missouri's hurt him so far in man coverage, and see if Connor can be more accurate on this third down.
Pass caught. Here's Dove again. Dove
nice
had a great touchdown reception versus South Carolina last week from 20 yards out. They keep feeding him here today.
Yeah, nice Connor throw in the pocket from Connor. They played to Tampa. He just found a void in that zone.
Roundtree stutter steps out of trouble. Breaks another tackle. Larry Roundtree to third. Still on his feet, gets it inside the 10-yard line. What a run by Larry. 3 missed tackles.
Hey, that's what I was just going to say. Watch how many are on tackle. You're not going to tackle Larry Roundtree, who's 210 pounds and runs ferociously. You're not going to tackle him with arm tackles.
Go with Roundtree again. Stiff arm to the 5. Does he get into the end zone? Touchdown, Misourri.
This ball is supposed to go inside. It bounces the ball outside, and then you saw the stiff arm there as you saw Anthony Orton trying to get him. But once again, arm tackles would not get this big physical back who invites contact, but also can run around you as you saw there.
Second rushing touchdown of the afternoon for Larry Roundtree. The third point after by Harrison. Rivas is up, and it is good. And the Tigers have stretched their lead out to 2 touchdowns. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Larry Roundtree putting on a show here in the first half at Thoreau Field.
Tired of running out of sparkling water? Then get this counterbalance forklift. With 2-ton loading capacity, you never run out. Actually, there's a fresher way. Get a SodaStream and make fresh sparkling water at home whenever you want.
I use Rakuten to get cash back in-store and online. I just go to shop online and I get cash back.
I love using Rakuten during the holidays because I can get the sale and I can get cash back. And it's so easy and the best way to start off the new year.
Sign up today and get cash back with Rakuten.
Think prevention with the Prevnar 13 vaccine. She did it. He did it. She's thinking about it.
I'm over 50. My risk of pneumococcal pneumonia has gone up, and it can be a serious disease. That's why I did it.
Ask your doctor, nurse, or pharmacist about Prevnar 13. After 50, don't let the risk of pneumococcal pneumonia ruin your groove.
There's a few things we can all appreciate. The importance of speed, hard work, and the great outdoors. So we built the future for each of them. We electrified the Mustang that targets 0 to 60 miles per hour in the mid-3-second range. Put a hybrid engine in the all-new F-150 that works as hard as it does smart. Then reimagined the Bronco as an off-roading, high-performance wild animal. This is the future we're building, and we're building it today.
For over 60 years, Harvey's has been serving up Canadian flame-grilled burgers, but nothing like this one. Introducing Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger, a 6-ounce burger made with 100% Canadian beef, stuffed with a mix of real cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese, grilled up for melty cheese perfection, and then topped just the way you like it. Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger. Get it now for a limited time. Now that's a beautiful thing.
You might want to hold on to something. This world feels like a dream. Everything is different. I am different. I promise you. I'm ready.
Star Trek Discovery, all new Thursday on CTV Sci-Fi Channel. Also on the all-new CTV.ca and CTV app. It's CTV and so much more. Stream anytime.
Sports Center, 7 days a week on TSA.
Hey, don't forget, coming up tonight at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, tune into SEC football final. Dari Noka, Gene Chizik, and Chris Doring will break down all the action from this Thanksgiving weekend. It's SEC football final right here on the SEC Network, and of course, you can always see it on the ESPN app. Well, down in the end zone, they certainly have spaced it out for people to keep their distance, but on this Thanksgiving weekend, not a lot of folks filling up the hill. As Misourri leads Vanderbilt 14-0, 18% capacity, so about 11,700 in attendance. I like those folks staying in their box, right? These folks paying attention to detail. Well, Ken Seals back in the game as Vanderbilt's offense takes over. For more on that, let's go down to Taylor.
Well, guys, following the last Vanderbilt drive, quarterback Ken Seals came over to the sideline a little frustrated, spent some time with offensive coordinator Todd Fitch. When I've spoken with Coach Fitch about Seals, he said he's very mature for his age, picks things up quickly, but we're still working on him trying to be a perfectionist. He's got to let mistakes go more quickly. He reiterated that to him before taking the field.
And Taylor, one of the things about this offense from Vanderbilt is they want to go to some tempo, right? But they got to have success on first down. But Todd Fitch came over from Louisiana Tech. He's been an offensive coordinator at so many stops, but he came over and brought one person with him. He had a blank slate to create this offense, and he and his one grad assistant he took from Louisiana Tech, the only two guys on the team that knew this offense. So it really has been a work in progress, and without much of a spring, if any, they really were behind the 8 ball in terms of implementing what Coach Finch wanted to do. And I think you can see the last couple of weeks, Shock, how people are starting to really kind of understand what he's trying to do.
Yeah, and that's the main reason why he has been even more successful when he's throwing the football down the field. The first couple ball games, he wasn't throwing for over or less than 150 yards. Now he's gotten above that 300-yard mark 3 times. So understanding what Coach Finch wants him to do and being accurate with it is the next key.
And Bolton almost had the interception. Hit him right in the hands.
Well, this is a senior reading the eyes of a young guy. And he takes him right to that slant. And Nick Bolton trusts what he sees and goes after him. Lucky enough for Ken Seals, that ball's not picking off. But nice job by Nick Bolton. Stepping in that pass lane and just reading, recognizing what he's seeing.
Trying to set up that screen again. This time, nice catch by Keon Henry Brooks, but he's chased down. Looked like he was going to make a substantial gain, but Martez Manuel came up to make the play for the Tigers. He's had a sensational season. Played well against South Carolina, had 5 stops, a sack and a half for PBU in that game.
Yeah, and that's one thing when you turn to the tape, when you watch Martez Manuel, he shows up everywhere. If it wasn't for him there, that game could have been a lot longer. And here on 3rd down, let's see if he can find Cam Johnson, who's been a big target for him on 3rd down.
Pocket is clean. Throw near is caught. Cam Johnson makes the catch. 1st down, Vanderbilt.
Yeah, coming to this ball game, Cam Johnson had 12 catches on 3rd down, which led the team. And you can tell who his comfort and who his safety valve is in those situations. He finds number 7.
And a whistle will stop this play. Flag comes in right in the middle of the line of scrimmage. Must be a false start, I think, against Vanderbilt.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 62, 5-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
Boy, Shock, those are those things, right? You start getting a little momentum and boom.
We talk about it all the time. Staying on schedule. You just got a big 1st down conversion. Now you're on the move. And the one phrase that they love to use, Coach Finch says, is tempo activates opportunities. We were going to use a little tempo. You get the false start by Hernandez. And now you're back behind the chains trying to chase him here on 1st down.
So 1st down and 15. Some more whistles. Flag down again.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Ouch. That's about all you can say for that one, right?
Yeah, these are the opportunities.
Error.
The opportunities in the ball game you look back on when you're driving and see how this series ends up, but you can point to those 2 penalties if you start out on this drive.
So from the 43, hand off to Henry Brooks. He's out to the 47-yard line, tripped up there by Manuel. Best drive of the game so far for Vanderbilt. And now they've got an injured offensive lineman. It just was trying to get to the sideline, it looked like, and just collapsed. Julian Hernandez, that appears at 62. While they attend to him, we'll step aside. Back in a moment.
For over 60 years, Harvey's has been serving up Canadian flame-grilled burgers, but nothing like this one. Introducing Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger, a 6-ounce burger made with 100% Canadian beef, stuffed with a mix of real cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese, grilled up for melty cheese perfection, and then topped just the way you like it. Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger. Get it now for a limited time. Now that's a beautiful thing.
Are you tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your clothes could stay fresh for weeks? Now they can. Downy Unstoppable's in-wash scent boosters keep your laundry smelling fresh way longer than detergent alone. Pour a cap of Downy Unstoppables into your washing machine before each load and enjoy fresher smelling laundry for up to 12 weeks. This towel has already been used and it still smells fresh. If you want laundry to smell fresh for weeks, make sure you have Downy Unstoppable's in-wash scent boosters.
Oh, marvelously, drool on the sheet. Oh, marvelously, hit snooze on repeat.
Our Black Friday sale is back. Save the tax this weekend only. On now at Sleep Country.
7-Eleven is open to provide a safe place to shop in the neighborhood with enhanced cleaning and safety practices. Right now, we've got great deals on cold beverages. Find them in store or get 7-Eleven delivered fast. 7-Eleven, here for you in the neighborhood.
Local businesses are the heart and soul of our communities. They support others. They make a difference. They go the extra mile. They've been there for us. Now it's time for us to be there for them. Because where you shop matters. Learn more about how we're supporting small businesses and what you can do to help. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Good choice. Head & Shoulders keeps your hair flake-free and looking 100% great.
I never do anything less than 100%.
Me neither. I make 100% of my leg days.
100! My hair looks this incredible, even in 100% humidity.
Take it up to 100 with clinically proven Head & Shoulders.
If you need me, call me.
Peter Burns, Gene Chizik coming up at half. We'll talk about Florida Gators getting a run for their money for the Kentucky Wildcats right now.
Yeah, great game plan by Eddie Graham.
So far, so good. No Saban for the Iron Bowl, of course. We'll break down that game. And then what are you seeing right now here?
Larry Roundtree on a roll, averaging 8.5 yards a carry.
See you at half. Back to Dave, DJ, and Taylor. Come on.
Thank you, Coach Chizik. And Peter? Yeah, Larry Roundtree's been special so far here in the first half. Vanderbilt trying to cross the midfield stripe as that ball is loose. Seals hit. No whistle. I don't know that he got that ball forward. That may be a fumble. Let's see who has it.
Ball came loose.
They're going to say Vanderbilt able to recover it.
Ooh, Trajan Jeffcoat there. Oh my goodness. Watch him come around his right edge right here. And he beats Tyler Steen, just leans on him. And before Ken Seals hits that third step, he has him here. You see the recovery. Nice job by Brooks getting on that football.
Nick Bolton again, though, had an opportunity. A moment ago, we saw him almost with a pick. Had a chance right there, but that football squirted away from him right into the hands of 21. Deion Henry Brooks. Seals under pressure, and he'll be dropped for a big loss all the way back to the 32-yard line. Trey Williams getting back for sack number 2 on the season.
This is something we haven't seen a lot of from Ken Seals, just pocket presence right here. Look at his pocket. He's got a pretty clean pocket on the inside. He has no reason to go outside of the pocket. If he steps up in the pocket, he could probably either run or throw that football away. There was no reason to bail on that pocket that quickly.
Smith back to punt again for the Commodores. Musser will return this one. Get out to the 20-yard line, and that's where he will be stopped. So 3:19 to go here before halftime. Missouri up 2 touchdowns with the football.
And I have the answer for you right here at Academy Sports and Outdoors. They have everything that you might need, including trampolines. Let's just not wait to wrap up the trampoline, put it under the tree. Just go ahead and get it right now so you can have fun all season long, right?
Connor Bazelak and company have put together 240 yards of offense. 97 on the ground, 143 through the air. Bazelak will throw, and that one is just dropped. Drop by Dowski Dove.
And Dove's been his guy today. He's been one of his go-to players when they want to throw the football. Unfortunately, drop here. That's exactly what he wants, sitting down in that zone. Vandy playing a lot of soft coverage on the back end. And Bazelak's doing a good job of taking what they give him.
Bazelak again underneath. This pass is caught. All over the 30 to the 33-yard line goes Kiki Chisholm.
Tony Ball, these guys are running really good routes, sitting down in zones, understand where they need to be in those particular zones.
Roundtree to the 35, maybe the 36 where he's popped there. Excuse me, Beatty on that carry.
Missouri's got plenty of time. 2:45 before half. Missouri's actually going to get the ball at halftime too, so they would love to go down and get a 2-for-1 here, whether it's touchdown or field goal.
Near side, Beatty with the reception across midfield, popped out of bounds at the 39-yard line by Brendan Harris. But a big game for the Tigers with 2:28 on the clock.
Yeah, this is something they hurt South Carolina with all week last week in that ball game. Wheel routes down the sideline, nobody picking up the back out the backfield, and Bazelak just dropping it down for a huge gain.
24 yards on that pickup. Now they'll stay with Beatty on the ground, and he is to the 31-yard line. Stays in bounds. Missouri with 3 timeouts.
Nothing is stressing this offense from Missouri right now. They have everything they want. They're throwing the football with ease. They're finding the zones when they play zone, and they're confusing Vandy sometimes when they try to go with these man beater routes.
Vanderbilt will take the timeout with 1:48 to go, and I think that's exactly what Derek Mason's feeling too. They need to settle this down, make sure we get set on a 2nd down and 3 as the Tigers driving the football. And this has been a pretty efficient offensive half for Missouri. They're closing in on 300 yards here before halftime under Eli Drinkwitz's offense. He's been a little frustrated though, Shock. He expects a little bit more. There have been moments, right, where they've been explosive, but when you start looking at some of the point totals, just not where he wants it to be.
Yeah, Dave, I think it goes back to what you mentioned early in the ball game with how many times they've had a mixed combination up front with the offensive line. And they got the playmakers on the outside. They got some dudes who can make some plays down the field, but if you can't keep your quarterback upright and protect, it's going to be tough to do that.
Here's Beatty trying to find a little bit of room. Not much there, but he will have enough for the 1st down, I believe. Close.
That run is good enough for a Central Bank 1st down.
So they gave him the 1st down, so 1:43, and those 3 timeouts. Missouri has a lot of options in front of them.
Landing in man coverage here.
Beatty slips through a couple of defenders, cuts it to the 10, to the 5, dives for the end zone. Give him 6. What a run by Beatty.
And he went to his man beater at the bottom of the screen. They motioned Beatty out. And as soon as you see the linebacker come out of the box, you knew you had man coverage. And then you see right here at the end, does he get in? Oh, that is close.
Really close shot.
Oh, you see that whole right side hit. Where's the football when that right side hits is the question. That is a close call.
Matt Austin, you're watching this as well as we are. Did you see anything that would make him be short of that goal line?
At about the 1-foot line, right about there. And any view from a little bit behind the runner makes him look like he's a little bit further. So, but is it indisputable?
Wow, that is, talk about splitting hairs, right? I mean, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, I think you're right. I think it is it indisputable video evidence. I don't necessarily know that it's there.
Got to lead that. Great effort though by Beatty, and great call by Drinkwitz and his staff on that particular play, catching Vandy in man coverage and calling the perfect screen.
After review, the runner's right elbow was down prior to crossing the goal line. The ball will be placed at the 1-foot-yard line, where it'll be first down.
Well, I guess if you're Missouri, this isn't the worst case scenario. Obviously, you want the 6, but you can eat up some more clock, right? Yeah. Before halftime.
Well, there's something in me, Dave, that says 34 may have a chance at this.
I don't know. What about Beatty? He's done all the work on this drive, right? Don't you want to give him the opportunity to finish it?
Yeah, they got Beatty in the game, so maybe they're going to reward him and got an extra lineman in the game as his fullback there.
Going off the right side. Beatty dives for it this time. No doubt. He's in the end zone. Took an extra play. But Tyler Beatty gets across the end zone, and it's now 20-0, Missouri.
Missouri's been the more physical team up front, running the football, and they've been the most efficient throwing the football. So this has been a really good first half display from Missouri on the offensive side of the ball.
So they have confirmed that the touchdown is good, and here comes Harrison Mevis to attempt the point after. What a drive. 8 plays, 80 yards, just a little bit over 2 minutes off the clock. And it was the Tyler Beatty show for sure. As Missouri caps off that drive and makes it 21-0. So the combination of Beatty and Roundtree have been just too much for the Vanderbilt Commodores today. Throw in some Connor Bazelak, 20 of 24 for 207. And this Missouri offense is clicking right now.
Beatty in space is just not fair. I mean, you watch what he does here at the end. They put the last move on the safety to get by him. And then the unbelievable effort to try to get that football in the end zone. And like you mentioned, Coach Drinkwitz pays him off at the 1-yard line with the touchdown plunge.
So Beatty's carried it 5 times for 18 yards. He has 4 receptions for 68 yards. Roundtree has 94 yards on the ground, 8.5 yards per carry. Koski Dub, though, was 8 grabs in the first half. Bazelak's been almost flawless, 20 of 24.
Yeah, we had 2 guys who were wide open. One was a drop and one was a bad throw, so it could be even more efficient.
That kick will sail through the end zone and out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt with 1:18 on the clock. They'll have a couple of timeouts left. Ken Seals, 6 of 11 for 44 yards. Vanderbilt with 90 total yards of offense here in the first half.
Coming to this ball game, Ken Seals had his best week throwing the football vertically down the field. Last week was his highest yards per attempt at 9.4. They're going to need a couple of those chunk plays to get going, and it starts on first down. He has to find a good completion to get this drive started.
Seals going deep. That one almost picked off. Nobody there except the Missouri Tiger, as Tyree Gillespie almost had the interception laid out for that one, just couldn't hang on.
Yeah, Missouri's playing 2-man, so they got help underneath and over the top. This was a force on the part of Ken Seals here. Nowhere really for him to go at the football. Missouri in perfect coverage. Unable to come down, which would have been a huge interception before halftime.
Second down and 10. Seals will throw. Dumps it off underneath. That one's incomplete. Looking for Keon Henry Brooks. Well, if Vanderbilt's not careful, they're going to give the football right back to Missouri with 3 timeouts left.
thinking the exact same thing. You got to find a way to pick up a first down here. If not, you're going to return this football right back over to him with another opportunity to go down with plenty of time. And like you mentioned, Dave, still have those 3 timeouts.
Vanderbilt is 2 out of 7 on 3rd downs. Seals flushed out of the pocket, being chased, and he will slide down. They'll Moxley mark him back at the 28. Now it's 4th down. If Missouri wants, they can use that timeout.
Absolutely.
They just did use one. Stop the clock at 56 seconds.
Yeah, you're going to have pretty good field position. Unless you boom one, but plenty of time for Missouri. 2 timeouts. This is what you work on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Is just 2-minute drive.
So here's Harrison Smith out to punt this away on 4th and 7. To the sideline, fair catch called for around the 30-yard line. Of course, we've all been waiting. There just has not been an opportunity to this point for Sarah Fuller to become a part of this competition. Her parents are here, and grandma, granddad, boyfriend, best friend. Of course, a lot of folks around the country paying attention to see if Sarah Fuller could become the first woman to participate in an SEC and a Power 5 game. Jessica Mendoza, who's broken down a lot of barriers in her lifetime, tweeting out how big a fan she is of this moment. Hopefully, perhaps we'll see it to start the second half, when Vanderbilt will have to kick off to start the second half. But Jessica Mendoza sums it up in a year of first. Sarah Fuller's fresh off an SEC championship, and Saturday she could be the first female to play in a Power 5 football game. So we're all rooting for it. Just the opportunity hadn't been there. Vanderbilt's only been crossed midfield 1 time today, and it was short-lived because they had a 5-yard penalty and brought him back to the other side. Bazelak, the throw. Pass is caught. Let's go down to Taylor.
Even though we haven't had the opportunity to see Sarah Fuller take the field just yet, I've been watching her on the sidelines. She's kicking often, making sure she's warm and ready, but she's also very encouraging, cheering these guys on, fully immersed in the opportunity here today.
She's been out early, and let me tell you something. We have monitored every move since she got off the team bus, and there have been photographers following her around. Everybody's that's been in the stadium. I know it's not a full house by any stretch of the imagination because of limitations, but everybody's been watching her today. Every step she has taken today has been documented, and I can't imagine what that's like. I mean, her parents said she's not nervous. She's been waiting her whole life for stuff like this. So I hope it happens, but we'll see.
And Dave, one thing we've seen is she's been poised, she's been calm, she hasn't been jittery, we haven't been over kicking over there, so she's understands the magnitude of the moment, but she's locked in.
So a timeout taken there on a 3rd down. No matter what happens here today, she walks away as an SEC champion with the Vanderbilt soccer team, which will wait. The NCAA has postponed the NCAA tournament, the fall championships, to the spring. So Vanderbilt will have an opportunity to compete for that in a few months. But in the meantime, here she is. She was going to go home for Thanksgiving, right? Go back to Wiley, Texas, hang out, have some turkey. Next thing you know, she's kicking footballs. Try to make this just wrap your arms around this story. I mean, it's crazy.
I love the fact that Coach Mason told us her first day And you see Coach Drink was coming over and giving her a fist bump here. This is pregame, talking to her. And I think everybody just understands how cool this is, the moment. But Coach Mason said the first kick she had on Wednesday crushed it right down the middle.
Yeah, team went nuts. Bazelak dropped it midfield. Had to double clutch, and the next thing you know, Dio Dangbo got through there and put him on the turf.
Mr.
And now it's fourth down.
Every week he has shown up, no matter what's happening around him, no matter the injuries in the secondary. One guy that he has always been able to depend on is Dio Dangbo.
Three seconds left on the clock
of the half. Missouri.
Missouri takes that timeout. See if they want to heave one toward the end zone on one final play. Maybe get a pass interference call, right? Get that bonus play, an untimed down. And again, we will wait and see if she does come out and kick off. We didn't see in warm-ups today anybody else kicking the football. We saw Harrison Smith practicing his punts, but nobody else was kicking. So all indications are that she would kick off. We'll wait, obviously, and see how that plays out. But the only other guy that Coach talked to us about that could possibly kick for Vanderbilt today is one of their defensive backs, Gabe Judy Lally, who kicked in high school, but he didn't warm up today.
Second charge timeout of the half. Vanderbilt. 30-second timeout.
Yeah, look, cat and mouse here. Coach Mason wanted to see what they were going to do, how they were going to line up. Now he's got to get his defense right. So nothing slips through the cracks here the last 3 seconds before halftime.
Well, this has been a half, though. Missouri has completely dominated. 339 yards of offense to 93. They've thrown it for 235, rushed it for over 100. Missouri's won 3 of their last 4 games. They started off the year losing to Alabama 38-19. The fact that they held Alabama to 38 points is a victory in itself, right?
No doubt about it. Wait, they put up points.
Bazelak, as the clock hits zeros, will be dropped again. Dio Dangbo will take the sack. And that'll do it. So the big question now, as Missouri puts up 21, will Sarah Fuller start the second half and kick it off and become the first woman to play in a Power 5 game? Time will tell. That'll do it for the first half. Time to get you to the studio. Peter?
Thank you, Dave Neal. Yes, we will be waiting to see if that happens. Welcome into the Farm Ridge Halftime Report. Peter Burns, Coach Gene Chizik. Normally, Chris Doing is right here.
Where'd he go? Oh, he's in Gainesville.
He's actually calling the game for the Florida Gators and Kentucky Wildcats, which had a wild ending to the first half. We'll show you that in a couple of minutes. But how about the Missouri Tigers getting it done early and often? What did you see there, Coach?
Well, they look good on offense. I mean, you can start with Larry Roundtree. He's averaging 8.5 yards per carry. And that's the way he's running it, PB. He's running it physical, inside, outside. Some of the runs he's made where you just think he's tackled, he finds a way. He's got great lower body strength to just shed tacklers. That's just what he does. He stiffs arm and he sheds them. But the way he's run the football is allowing this Missouri offense to be able to throw the ball down the field. And we can't ignore what Connor Bazelak's done. Yeah. This guy's been...
Probably not a whole lot of interest with a 3-score advantage for Missouri, but there is huge interest because we are about to witness history in college football. Vanderbilt Commodores coming back onto the field. They will kick off to start the second half, and Sarah Fuller will kick off for Vanderbilt to become the very first woman to compete in the Southeastern Conference in a football game and a Power 5 football game. And there she is wearing number 32, her soccer jersey number, and just 6 days ago was winning an SEC soccer tournament championship in Orange Beach, Alabama. And wouldn't you know it, history is on the field in Columbia, Missouri, as Sarah Fuller is about to put her right foot into a football, speaking volumes to women around the world.
awesome moment. You can hear the crowd. Everybody understands what's happening right now. This is a pretty cool moment.
And the kick down at the 35-yard line, and Sarah Fuller. Happy Thanksgiving. What a day. What a day in college football. Her mom and dad on hand to witness it. Her boyfriend, her best friend.
I don't know about you, David. I got chills, man. That was pretty cool. That was pretty awesome to see. And what a moment.
Congratulations, Sarah Fuller. Hey, congratulations for Derek Mason for making this happen, right?
For 34, Larry Roundtree, the ball carrier.
He steps up in a season where things haven't gone well, and if there is a bright spot to this, Derek Mason stepped up and made it happen.
Just thinking outside the box. I mean, how big is that? And, you know, you could probably ask anybody on this football team, hey, can you kick? But he wants the best, and he, thinks outside the box and go get Sarah Fuller, which is a pretty cool moment and experience for his team.
Here's Tyler Beatty. Just a couple of weeks ago, last week was watching this Vanderbilt football team take on Florida while they were down in Orange Beach, Alabama. And she was telling her teammates how much she would enjoy kicking and thought that she could do the job. Little did she know when she got back to Nashville, Tennessee, a couple of days later, that she would be kicking a football in an SEC game. I always say, some people say, be careful what you wish for. I think you need to be prepared for what you wish for.
It's something you hear all the time, speaking things into existence. And she absolutely spoke that into existence. And 1 week later, changing the outlook of what people view around the world. And, wow, pretty cool.
2nd and 3 at the 48.
So now she needs Vanderbilt to get in to scoring range. They've only crossed midfield one time today, but Misourri continues to drive the football. Vanderbilt just hasn't had any answers defensively to slow down this Tiger offense today. Here's Larry Roundtree running like a man on a mission today. Another big gainer, takes it inside the 30-yard line.
The push up front, look at this. There's nobody around Roundtree, and they collapse that whole entire right side down, and he bounces outside and has another big gain.
From the 29, he'll take it down to the 23-yard line, give him 6. Larry Roundtree, 5'10", 210 pounds, but he runs like Derrick Henry. In that small frame, I wouldn't want to tackle him.
No, because, he runs with a reckless abandon. Like, he wants the contact, but also will run around you, but is a physical north and south style of runner.
Hand it off to Elijah Young. Bounces off a couple of white jerseys. And inside the 10-yard line, here's the young man, the true freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee. Class 5A Tennessee Mr. Football, Tennessee Gatorade Player of the Year. And Eli Drinkwitz loves what this young man brings to his team.
Yeah, with Larry Roundtree being a senior, here's your future, Misourri. Still have Tyler Batty, who's a junior, but this young man who Coach Drinkwitz talks about wants to be a big part of this offense and wants to include him in some of the game plan, and you can see how special he can be.
There's Elijah Young. How did he get out of the state of Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Right there under the shadows of Neyland Stadium's lights.
Looks like he's going to have a bright future and come on for sure with the way he runs the football. We talk about taking him out the ball game, Dave. We talked about it with Beatty. He got him down there.
Yeah, but it's a senior, Roundtree, right? Got to keep the senior happy. Roundtree tripped up as he got to the 3-yard line. today. 119 yards, couple of touchdowns, averaging almost 8 yards per carry.
This box is advantageous for the run here with only 5 in the box now that they've motioned out.
Looking to throw it here. Basilak underneath. That one's incomplete. Trying to hit Barry Bannister right at the goal line. So now it's 4th and goal. And that'll bring out the kicking team. That drive stalls.
Give Vandy a little credit. I know Missouri drove down and was in position to score, but to stop them here and only possibly get 3 on the board is a win for Vandy and not another touchdown, as they've been efficient when they've gotten down in the red zone. 3 for 3 on the day.
A 21-yard field goal attempt from Harrison Mevis. Kick is on the way, and it is good. Mevis missed one earlier from 45, but connects here. Speaking of connects, Sarah Fuller connected with its kickoff to start the second half, and history was made. The first woman to play in a Power 5 game happened just moments ago.
Do you have dry, cracked hands from constant washing, cold weather, and hard work? Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keefe's for healthy feet. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked feet.
For over 60 years, Harvey's has been serving up Canadian flame-grilled burgers, but nothing like this one. Introducing Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger, a 6-ounce burger made with 100% Canadian beef, stuffed with a mix of real cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese, grilled up for melty cheese perfection, and then topped just the way you like it. Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger. Get it now for a limited time. Now that's a beautiful thing.
Why can you count on Royale bathroom tissue? Because it's made by dedicated Canadians at our own plants right here at home. Because it's been loved by Canadians for almost 60 years. Because Royale stands for value, quality, and is recognized as Canada's most trusted national brand of bathroom tissue. Now, experience new Velour Ultra Plush, a premium, soft tissue that's plusher and thicker. You can count on Royale bathroom tissue because at Royale,
we're Canadian to the core.
Royale, proudly Canadian.
All right, it's about time we got to work. And there we go.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Introducing the all-new Elantra. Stay connected and protected.
And welcome back to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri. SEC Network College Football presented by Allstate. 3 more on the board for the Missouri Tigers. They now lead at 24-0 over the Commodores. 10:35 to go in the third quarter. Dave Neal, DJ Shockley, Taylor Davis down on the sidelines today on what's turned out to be a gorgeous afternoon here in Como. Vanderbilt, though, offense not so gorgeous. They have struggled, but we have seen Sarah Fuller get into this game on a kickoff to start the second half. Now she'd love an opportunity to kick a field goal, but they got to get across midfield to at least even think about it.
Go back to that
for an extra point, right?
They had 2 drives before halftime and had a chance, got past the 50 and had those 2 penalties that hurt them. And they were actually having their best drive of the day.
So from the 25-yard line, Keon Henry Brooks with a nice run. Good start there. That'll set up second down at about 4. Let's go down the sideline, check in with Taylor.
I spoke with Coach Mason after halftime. He said, offensively, we just haven't found our rhythm. He said they're giving us opportunities to run the football. He planned to utilize that more in the second half like we just saw on that run. He said the pass game is the issue. He challenged his quarterback, Ken Seals, to commit to the pocket more, find his targets in open space, and make composed throws.
Henry Brooks should have enough for the first down on 2nd down and 4. Henry Brooks took a shot back in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Didn't know if he was going to be able to stay in the game, but he's toughing this one out.
Glad to see him back and fighting, and you can see the effort here as they start their first series of the second half is running the football. Coach Mason just mentioned, told Taylor, hey, we got to make sure we run the football and be more physical to give our quarterback an opportunity on 3rd down.
They'll swing it. Nice move by Henry Brooks. Breaks the tackle, runs hard across the 40 to the 42. And again, setting yourself up 2nd down and 2 or 3 yards to go. And now you've got a lot of options if you're Vanderbilt and offensive coordinator Todd Fitch.
Yeah, and you pick up a positive yards and you use tempo now. Try to keep Misourri in this stagnant defensive front here.
And Henry Brooks out over the line to gain, so that'll be a fresh set of downs now for the Commodores.
And here's the confidence building for this offense already. You've got a couple first downs already. You're starting to move the football. Now you got to continue to be consistent in the play calling and also in your decision making if you're Ken Seals, because they ask a lot of him in the running pass game. We see Brooks look like he's ailing a little bit. Hopefully he's okay, because they need him a part of this offense.
Well, it looks like he took a shot to that right arm. Jaden Harrison trying to get around the corner. Well played by Misourri. He'll lose 5 yards on that play. The sophomore from Nashville, Tennessee, couldn't shake free.
And Dave, that's what I'm talking about. I'm just not a fan of that particular play. You were running the football, you were being consistent, you were moving the chains, and you try to get a little fancy and go with the reverse. And now you've lost 4 yards, and now you're back into a 2nd and long where you're forced to throw the football almost.
Yeah, 2nd down and 14. 4-man rush, delay handoff, goes to Mitchell Pryor, and Nick Bolton all over it. Bolton with his 10th tackle of the game. That's 5 10-plus tackle games in 2020. 10 tackles, 1 behind the line, a sack, a quarterback pressure, a pass broken up. Just a routine afternoon for number 32.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like every week. Fills up the stat sheet, always around the football, and he's hard to block. That's the other thing is linemen try to get up on him, and he's just so hard to block because of his speed and recognizing things so fast.
3-man rush on 3rd and 16. Seals buys a little bit of time, throws on the run. That pass is going to be caught for a first down. Nice grab by Amir Abdul-Rahman, and that's a first down for Vanderbilt.
And this is what they like about Ken Seals. This is where they say this guy can be one of the special ones here at Vanderbilt. He found a way to move up in the pocket, had a guy probably 5 or 6 yards out in front of him, and then throw it to him, found his receiver on the sideline, and delivers an accurate throw.
Pearson motion, they'll fake it there, hand it off. Loose football on the turf. And Misourri will have it. Nicholson will come up with the football. Excuse me, Jarvis Ware will come up with that football.
We're just fighting for extra yards here. And as he's going to the ground, it looks like they break at that football. Have to check and see if he did get an arm or elbow on the ground before that football came out.
I don't know. He was on his way down to the turf. I didn't see anything hit the ground. His backside looked like it was going to be the first to touch, and it hadn't hit the ground yet when that ball came free. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that ball's coming out, yeah. I mean, even though he looked like he was kind of on Jeff Coat there a little bit, but that ball looked like it was absolutely moving.
Jarvis Ware came up with that fumble recovery. And it snuffs out what looked like Vanderbilt's best drive of the afternoon.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. First down, Misourri.
Jarvis Ware gets to wear that championship robe, right? The turnover robe. You got one of those, don't you?
I do, man. I do. I got one. I got it on right now, matter of fact.
You're all fired up for that Mike Tyson fight tonight, aren't you?
Mike Tyson, Jones tonight, you know.
A couple of 50-year-olds going at it.
I still don't want to see no parts of the 50-year-old Mike Tyson. You can have that.
First out at 10, Misourri out of that pistol formation. They'll run it with Roundtree, and we'll get a couple of yards. Let's get an update and go to the studio. Peter, what's going on?
Hey, Dave, that Kadarius Toney touchdown right before half was huge. Gave the Gators some momentum. Kyle Trask finds Kyle Pitts, his 10th receiving touchdown of the day, or of the season, I should say. That'd be pretty good in a day.
10 in a day would absolutely be great there, Peter.
Basilak's pass is complete. Bannister makes that reception. One thing, right before halftime, I didn't have a chance to get in before we went to a halftime break, but Towski W had a great first half with 8 catches, left the field. He was injured going into the locker room, and he just pops back out onto the field right now, which is a good sign. I didn't know the way it looked going in. I wasn't sure we'd see him again in the second half, but Towski is there. 8 catches for 62 yards. He came in with 12 catches on the year. Roundtree runs out of bounds around the 34-yard line. Shouldn't be that easy.
How about the play call? I mean, you get into a two tight end formation, looks like heavy run. It's 3rd and 1. Everybody looks like they're going downhill. You go hard play action, and then here comes Roundtree popping out in the flats over here. It's just tough. Rigowitz is doing a good job of changing up the look on Vandy's defense. And they pretty much got everything they want.
Ethan Barr, the true freshman linebacker out of Flower Mound, Texas, trying to work against the senior Larry Roundtree. They love Ethan Barr, but boy, as a true freshman trying to get matched up with 34s, it's tough. There's Roundtree again down to the 27. Again, Roundtree, the school's all-time leading rusher at running back. Brad Smith, their all-time overall leading rusher. Brad Smith 1,000 yards ahead of Larry Roundtree right now, just to give you an idea of how good Brad Smith was.
Productive day for Larry Roundtree, to say the least, there, Dave. 7.6 yards a carry.
Basilak. Incomplete as he overthrows Nico Hay. Nico ready for a little breather.
Let's see, there's the adjustment Vandy has made. In the first half, they threw this wheel route to the back, and he was wide open. They tried it that time with Nico Hay, and Vandy played some zone covers there, and they had a safety over the top waiting for it. So the adjustment has been talked about on the defensive side of the ball with Ted Roos. So man coverage here to see where they try to match up.
Roundtree. This time, Vanderbilt able to get multiple bodies around him. No gain on the play, and it's 4th down.
Anthony Orji right there in the middle of your screen right there does a good job of shooting that gap. They had everybody blocked except for him, and he met Roundtree right in the middle of that hole and forced his 4th down.
So here's Harrison Mevis. A 44-yard attempt. Good clean snap. Kick is on the way, and it is dead. Solid, perfect. Well done by Harrison Mevis. 2 out of 3 today. The lead is now pushed out to 27.
Whether you do early work, heavy work, or homework,
We're here for the hard-working. That's why we offer installment loans up to $15,000. Apply online today or visit your local Money Mart.
Bring us your old, your dirty, your crunchy and weird. You're squishy and smelly, tired and feared. Because Milk-Bone brushing chews clean like a toothbrush to fight tartar and help chew on, doggies, chew on.
A dog's big life is measured in wags. Fuel the wag with Nature's Recipe, made with the best of nature's ingredients. Our recipes use real meat as the first ingredient. Available in treats, dry, and new wet dog food. Nature's Recipe. Fuel the wag.
Hi. Can you wrap this for me, please?
Unwrap a Deal is back at Kia. And the 2021 Sportage is ready to take on winter. With Dynamax all-wheel drive, plus a heated steering wheel and heated front and rear seats, the Sportage checks everything off your wish list. During Unwrap a Deal, you could win up to $10,000 in holiday bonuses, plus get great offers all month.
I also brought this Forte. Big bow.
Oh, marvelous sleep. Drool on the sheet. Oh, marvelous sleep. Hit snooze on repeat.
Our Black Friday sale is back. Save the tax this weekend only. On now at Sleep Country.
Here's today's smoothest play brought to you by Velveeta, and it's pretty simple. Jock, the opening kickoff for the second half. History made right there. Sarah Fuller with her right foot into the pigskin, delivered it right where the coaches had been practicing with her throughout the week, and she has made history. And some of the reactions to Sarah Fuller playing in this Power 5 game. Alyssa Lang, there she is. Holly Rowe, one of my favorites, got all choked up. First woman to play in a Power 5 game. Pat McAfee's been following this thing all week. He sends out another tweet watching this one, and I think it just sums it up at the end. This is awesome. Couldn't have said it any better.
It's a chill moment for you. I mean, we were talking about it before the game, and I had goosebumps. And then when it happened, the hair in my arms are standing up. It's a moment, you don't get too often, so pretty cool to be a part of it.
Well, we got to step aside after the kickoff, but Taylor Davis caught up with Sarah's parents. We'll have more on that conversation on the other side. Stay with us.
I am the twisting thundercloud. Power in its most raw form. Speed in its most natural. I am royalty of racing. Defender of the checkered throne. I am Alpha Romeo.
With HelloFresh meal kits, you get tried and tested recipes, step-by-step instructions, and fresh, quality ingredients. Perfectly pre-portioned for you and delivered to your door. Everything you need to cook delicious dinners. Shop now at HelloFresh.ca. Dinner solved.
Hiring is challenging, especially for key roles.
Finding the right people is a very difficult task. ZipRecruiter finds us the best people for the job. They sent my jobs to the top job sites and found people with the right skills and experience. We've hired everyone from accountants to project managers to field scientists. With ZipRecruiter, we get hiring results.
ZipRecruiter, rated the #1 hiring site. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.ca/puck.
The Bissell Pro Heat 2X Revolution Pet Pro removes even the toughest stains, odors, and allergens, making it our best deep cleaning system for pet messes. Whatever stage of pet parenthood you're in, Bissell helps you live in the moment, not the mess.
Tired of running out of sparkling water?
Then get this counterbalance forklift. With 2-ton loading capacity, you never run out. Actually, there's a fresher way. Get a SodaStream and make fresh sparkling water at home whenever you want.
The Bahrain Grand Prix on TSA.
I know you're going to have an adjustment period.
We have breaking news.
Looking at these videos and being a father of 2 young, beautiful black children.
Stand taken today by the players and the organization shows that we are fed up.
The Bubble, an open gym documentary presented by Bell on TSN.
Welcome back to Columbia, Missouri, where history has been made as Sarah Fuller has become the first female to play in a Power 5 football game. I caught up with her parents just to get a pulse check. They said it was an emotional moment. It was awesome for them to hear her name, see her picture on the video board. Her dad, Brandon, said, "Now I want to see her try for that field goal." Guys, I think we all do.
Yes, we all do. Vanderbilt's got to get some offense going. They decide to change things up a little bit, bring in Mike Wright off the bench, the true freshman quarterback on this series. But, you know, Sarah Fuller would love that opportunity as well, Shock, to get to be able to get in the scorebook, right?
Yeah, we've seen it practicing throughout the ball game. We've seen it in the week heading up to this ball game. So the opportunity to do that would be pretty cool. I know she is chomping at the bit to try a field goal or an extra point.
Here's Mike Wright, the 6'3" true freshman, spins with nowhere to run, and he loses a couple of yards.
First time we get to see Mike Wright, who comes in here with that dual threat ability, brings a little bit more in the run game for Vanderbilt. We'll see if he gets an opportunity here to throw it down the field on 3rd and 7. But he's a guy who they used a lot in the red zone. They used in short yardage situations. So this is a new part of the ball game for him to get it out here in the open space.
Threw for over 2,600 yards, 37 touchdowns. As a high school senior, rushed for over 700 yards as well that year. Is that a one-handed grab there? But looking for Pryor. I think they're going to say he was out of bounds. It was a heck of a grab by Pryor. But still, 4th down and 7. Now here comes the Vanderbilt punt team. Specialist not affected by the COVID situation. One thing we haven't really talked about is they've also had, Vanderbilt's had to go to a true freshman long snapper. Wesley Schelling is getting the Pearson Cook or Wes Farley in the kicking game. Our SEC Network College Football Tripleheader continues at 4 Eastern. The 115th edition of the Egg Bowl. Mississippi State taking on interesting game, to say the least. Mississippi State coming off a nice effort at Georgia. Ole Miss, and that offense is just incredible. And then a Saturday night matchup, 7:30 Eastern, Georgia taking on South Carolina. So 26. 426 yards for the Tigers. Trying to add to that here. Bazelak finds a little hole in that defense. Pass is caught by Kiki Chisholm. It's just been too easy today, Shock, for Missouri. There's not a whole lot of stress today for them offensively.
Yeah, Vandy's tried to mix it up, play some man, play some press man. They also played a lot of off-coverage zone, and they just carved them up. Connor's been really good in decision-making and where to go with the football, and he's taken what Vandy's given for the most part of the ball game. He's 28 of 35 right now for 291, and the biggest stat is no interceptions.
Run it here with Roundtree. Larry gets a couple of yards before he's thrown back by Ethan Barr. Ethan looks like an old-school throwback linebacker, doesn't he? Wearing number 50 out there.
All he needs is like one of those cowboy collars on his neck, and
that's right.
Ready to go.
He's getting a bunch of snaps. Of course, we talked a little bit about Dimitri Moore opting out this week. He was 4th on the team in tackles. So that's just more snaps for the true freshman. Underneath route, pass is caught across the midfield stripe by Nico Hay.
Now, one thing that's been pretty good for Missouri is they've stayed on schedule. They haven't hurt themselves. They haven't been behind the chain. They haven't had the penalties that's taken them backwards. And when they've had the opportunity to throw the football down the field, they've been successful with it. Another, third and manageable spot for them.
Roundtree will pick up that first down. Let's look at some of his numbers by Bazelak. He's 29 of 36 for 297. When he threw for 406 yards against LSU, he was 29 of 34 with 4 touchdowns. That was some kind of day for Connor Bazelak. He's not far off that this afternoon, and we still got another quarter to play. Sarah Fuller waiting for an opportunity. We'll see if there's one in the fourth quarter. Try to get in the scoring column. Right now, Vanderbilt could use all the points they could get.
Introducing Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger, a 6-ounce burger made with 100% Canadian beef, stuffed with a mix of real cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese, and then topped the way you like it. This is get it for a limited time at Harvey's. Now that's a beautiful thing.
Every photo tells a story, and as 3D artists, it's our job to bring that story to life. Identifying the elements to focus on are real, accurate detailing of the fur, artistic, the sequence of the jewelry, and even 3D pop of the pen. Every photo tells a story, and every 3D crystal brings that story to life. Perfect as a gift or for display in your home. Be amazed. 3dcrystal.com.
For over 90 years, Canadian homeowners and professionals have chosen Steel to get the only at authorized dealers. You'll find Steel quality outdoor power equipment starting at $199.95. Chainsaws starting at only $259.95. Now with the free Wood Pro Kit. Fuel or battery products are available at over 1,000 Steel dealers across Canada, where it's easy to find expert advice. Brand of gas-powered equipment today at steel.ca.
Go ahead, live your best life. Best life.
100 years of Mazda means 100 years of you driving us forward. The Mazda CX-5, built by us, inspired by you.
We decide what the truth is.
Football season is here, and TSN Fantasy Football, fueled by 7-Eleven, has all the action. Go to tsn.ca/playfantasyfootball or download the app to set your lineup and make every catch, sack, and touchdown count. Because it's not just football, it's fantasy football. TSN Fantasy Football, fueled by 7-Eleven. Set your lineup now and get in the game.
SEC Network Football presented by All. You look at that number 32 jersey of Sarah Fuller. You know that fame somewhere, right?
Destined for greatness somewhere. That's from her. I'm trying to keep it. But the Hall of Fame comes calling, Dave. You have to.
Right, you gotta come off the hip and give it to him at that point. Missouri first down and 10 as we start the fourth quarter. Dump it off underneath. Easy. Throw and run by Tyler Beatty. Missouri's having some fun today, aren't they?
It's unreal. They find ways to get into football. I mean, like you mentioned, I mean, all smiles. They're having a good time. Everybody's getting fed. And the way they've created have been fun to watch.
Big hole off the right side. Larry Roundtree, the third, with his third rushing touchdown of the day. 25 yards for Larry Roundtree, and he's having some kind of day. 21 carries, 160 yards, touchdowns.
Just watch the movement up front. Big power play, you come around, you kick him out with the two linemen, and it's a clean, easy walkthrough for Larry Roundtree. The big guys up front have done their job today, and Coach Drake, he turns on the film and watches the big boys go to work.
Missouri stretches it out to 34. Missouri putting it on him today. 6 plays, 69 yards, capped off by Larry Roundtree.
Montana's Great Canadian Steak event is back, featuring our seasonal steak special. Get our 7-ounce AAA Canadian sirloin topped with a garlic herb butter with 2 sides and mini donuts. It's only here for a limited time at Montana's.
Local businesses have been there for us. Now it's time for us to be there for them. Because where you shop matters. Learn more about how we're supporting small businesses and what you can do to help. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
The dogs Candace Millard fosters leave lots of stains. Try this.
Oh, it's cordless.
Whether it's a pet accident or tracked in mud, the Bissell Pet Stain Eraser pulls it out permanently. And when you buy Bissell, you help save homeless pets.
Hey, it's Rachel from Misourri. At 5G, you can capture and share your holiday before. The beautifully curved cinematic OLED glass screen is perfect for viewing videos and fits comfortably in your hand while looking sleek and stylish. With its 48-megapixel high-res camera, capture stunning details in your images. Use night view to detect low-light conditions for clear and bright pictures. Want to download and share your content faster? We can show you how to take advantage of Canada's fastest national 5G network and the latest 5G capabilities. For tech gifts and the network advice to help them perform at their best, visit the source.
Saturdays happen. Pain happens. Aleve. Aleve provides fast pain relief that lasts up to 12 hours. When pain happens, Aleve. Fast acting, long lasting.
7-Eleven is open to provide a safe place to shop in the neighborhood with enhanced cleaning and safety practices. Right now, we've got great deals on cold beverages. Find them in store or get 7-Eleven delivered fast. 7-Eleven, here for you in the neighborhood.
With every checkered flag, Lewis Hamilton rewrites the record books.
We are so lucky to witness history.
Watch as he chases his 95th win at the Bahrain Grand Prix on TSN.
Unquestionably, he's one of the greats.
Peter Burns with a studio update. Earlier today, I said Kyle Pitts had 10 touchdowns on the day. Well, they keep playing. It might happen. His third touchdown catch of the day, giving him 11 on the season. Gators starting to pull away from the Wildcats, 31-10. Back to Belmont.
Just took a little sideline excitement. Dan Mullen, Todd Grantham had a little conversation before halftime. Things kind of turned around for the Gators.
That's all it is. Just conversation, friendly banter between coaches. Nothing to look into there.
Nothing to see, right? Move on.
No.
This Vanderbilt offense will be led by Mike Wright again on this possession. Vanderbilt, 137 yards of offense, 74 through the air, 63 on the ground. Every time they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they've hurt themselves with some penalties, then a turnover. There's Mitchell Pryor, a walk on.
Number 25, Mitchell Pryor, the ball carrier.
Nice hard run considering Misourri had all 11 guys within 8 yards of the line of scrimmage. And this is kind of what you don't like if you're Vandy is you don't have that threat of throwing it down the field as much now. And Missouri's going to try to load the box and stop the run and the QB run.
Chris Pierce goes in motion, but they'll hand it off to Pryor, and he's wrapped up immediately. Nowhere to run. Markel Utsey making the play. Big nose tackle, 6'4", 295. He's been scoring about as healthy as they've been all year. Matter of fact, they came into this game with 59 scholarship players available. That's really about as healthy as they've been. When you start thinking about some of the opt-outs early on and some of the injuries that were taking a toll on this team, and then the COVID-related issues that were going on, 59 for them is an enormous amount.
Yeah. Coach Drigger said, hey, this is healthy we've been in a very, very long time, so yeah, this feels good.
High throw, incomplete, trying to hit Pierce. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
It's an inaccurate ball rolling to his left. Sorry. Makes it tough on the right-handed quarterback. They have to get those shoulders squared. If he's not able to get his shoulders squared, the ball will sail on you like he did there for Mike Wright.
So Harrison Smith, a fake punt. They'll go for it on 4th and 1, and they're going to have it. 1st down, Vanderbilt. Mitchell Pryor will get credit for the carry and the 1st down, and the offense can come back on the field.
Love the call. Mitchell Pryor, you've seen him run the football, just take it right up the middle. All you needed was a yard. Missouri was there, they were ready. Good job of pushing up front from that Vandy front line and allowing them to convert.
So Mike Wright back at quarterback in that pistol formation. Fakes it to Pryor, coming near side with it. Pass is caught by Chris Pierce. That'll be another 1st down, and they cross the midfield stripe. So now you start thinking, okay, a couple more 1st downs, and maybe we can get into Sarah Fuller range.
We go. Now we're talking, bro. Now we're talking my language. Love the play call, though. Get Mike Wright on the corner, get him on the perimeter where he can use his legs to run. Again to his left-hand side. Does a good job there. Getting those shoulders square and delivering it to Pierce for a nice conversion.
Hand off to Pryor inside the 45 down to the 43. And if you're wondering, we were watching warm-ups all morning today, as you might imagine. And Sarah didn't really attempt any field goals much beyond the 10-yard line. Coach Mason told us yesterday in our meetings that, you know, inside the 25, that's when his mind would start churning about what he wants to do about kicking field goals and whatnot. But I got to think they got to get it somewhere down there around the 15-yard line for him to really want to give Sarah an opportunity. And that pass is caught. That'll be good enough for a 1st down at the 39-yard line. Will Shepard making the catch. Coaches love him and what he can bring to the offense. And now Sarah Fuller is starting to get a little busy over there.
Yeah, starting to get time where you got to focus in. But Will Shepard, who had a big catch last week on a 50-50 ball down the sideline, looking to see him get more involved in his offense. And now we're starting to see a little bit more rhythm from Vandy on offense, moving the box a little bit.
Here's Mike Wright. Breaks a tackle.
Changing that launch point for Mike Wright is really crucial. You've seen a couple times they let him get on the perimeter. That time he pulls it on the zone read. So a lot more things to pay attention to if you're Missouri defensively, because Mike Wright can hurt you in a couple ways.
Mike Wright trying to get the edge. Not going to happen. Might have lost a yard or two.
He'll come from a secondary position. He ran it all the way and what you call running the alley and running right down. Nice tackle in space.
coming near side.
Gotta go here. Gotta go. 4th down. You gotta bring the quarterback, get him on the perimeter like you've done the last couple times, give him that run pass option. He's throwing the ball pretty well on the run in this particular drive. Give him another opportunity to do it.
4th down and a short 4, long 3 coming up for Vanderbilt. They need to keep this drive alive here. 9:20 to go in the 4th quarter.
That one formation at the top causes confusion for defenses.
Little shovel pass to Marlowe, and it's read well by Misourri. Nowhere to run. Torian Hansford there. Darius Robinson. Misourri all over it, and Vanderbilt gives it back to the Tigers.
Don't miss out on the lowest prices of the year at the Moore's Black Friday sale. Suits start at $129.99. Sport coats start at $109.99. Merino sweaters are 2 for $90. Plus, dress and casual pants start at $39.99. Shop the Black Friday sale at Moore's.
If we knew how many plastic bottles were thrown away every day, we would press a button. One SodaStream bottle can save thousands of bottles. SodaStream. Make fresh sparkling water at home. Make a difference.
The Bissell Pro Heat 2X Revolution Pep Pro removes even the toughest stains, odors, and allergens, making it our best deep cleaning system for pet messes. Whatever stage of pet parenthood you're in, Bissell helps you live in the moment, not the mess.
Her dreams are what drive you. And while it may feel like a long road ahead, at Easy Financial, we can help you see the possibilities in tomorrow. Even if the banks have said no, we can get you approved for a loan. So you can get back to what matters most. Loans up to $45,000 that can help rebuild your credit. Apply today. Won't affect your credit score. Easy Financial. Better tomorrows.
If there's no such thing as an average family, why drive an average family SUV? 3 German-engineered SUVWs that are anything but average.
Until November 30th, get financing from 0% plus complimentary 3 years maintenance.
Volkswagen.
For over 60 years, Harvey's has been serving up Canadian flame-grilled burgers, but nothing like this one. Introducing Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger, a 6-ounce burger made with 100% Canadian beef, stuffed with a mix of real cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese, grilled up for melty cheese perfection, and then topped just the way you like it. Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger. Get it now for a limited time. Now that's a beautiful thing.
SEC Network Football is presented by Allstate. You've never been in better hands.
Sarah Fuller making history today here in Columbia, Missouri, as Vanderbilt let Sarah Fuller kick off to start the second half, becoming the first woman to compete in a Power 5 football game. Now she's just waiting for her opportunity to kick.
Thought we were going to get it last drive there, Dave. Annie was driving. She was getting ready. Not to be, not to be. We still got 9 minutes though.
I mean, the perfect scenario is for Vandy to score, right, and give her the opportunity to kick the extra point. So Brady Cook now, the true freshman from St. Louis, taking over at quarterback for the Tigers. Of course, Sarah Fuller capturing the attention of the country today. David Price, one of Vanderbilt's all-time greatest pitchers, and one of the greats of all time in the big leagues as well. Anchor down girl, Billie Jean King. Talk about breaking down some walls. She's impressed with what Sarah Fuller has done. Women belong in the game, says Billie Jean King. That's the kind of impact Sarah Fuller has had. And I don't know that it'll ever digest with her, right? Because she's just talking to her parents and listening to Sarah over the course of the week. She just wants to play. Speaking of play, another big one for Missouri. They get it inside the 30-yard line. Elijah Young breaking one off. But Sarah's she's an athlete. Her parents have given her every opportunity to play whatever she wanted to do in sports. For her, this is probably just a routine day. I'm sure there's a little different, but I mean, she just wants to play, right?
Yeah, and I think the people around her and everybody else have made it bigger than probably what it is to her. She looks at it as, hey, this is what I do. I can kick and I can help this ball club, so why not? Something to look back on later in life for sure, but right now she's like, hey, I can do this. Just like you said, we've seen all the tweets, we've seen all the different things from everybody around. And it's been cool.
Well, she started off by winning an SEC championship. Vanderbilt came in as a 7th seed. They weren't expected to win the SEC tournament championship. They did. She gets back Sunday night. Monday morning, she's on the practice field showing the coaches that she does have the ability to kick. Didn't necessarily have an opportunity in front of the team until Wednesday. Hammered home her first kick. Team went nuts, and they decided, let's do this thing. And so she traveled with the team, and on her little sweat plates, what they call it behind the helmet, she has the phrase, play like a girl, and it's really a twofold thing. Yeah, she's making a statement that, yeah, play like a girl. Girls can do this as well. But she also was involved in a lot of nonprofits in the Nashville area, and one of those is actually called Play Like a Girl. It's a charitable organization inspiring girls through sport and active play. Started out with one woman in 2004, and now it's a huge national movement, and certainly she is bringing attention to that as well. So go on, Sarah Fuller. You just keep doing what you do. And Misourri doing what they do. Easy touchdown into the end zone. Hazelton on the other end of that grab, and Clark with the touchdown pass. Excuse me, Cook his first as a Misourri Tiger.
Cook coming ahead and dropping dimes on Hazelton right here. Beats him off the edge, and then watch him lay this football to a nice touch on it. Puts it on that outside shoulder. He just walks into the end zone. Nice throw, nice catch, a nice route on the outside to beat the defensive back is Hazelton.
Brady Cook all fired up. Came in as a top 20 pro-style quarterback. Threw for over 3,000 yards and 33 touchdowns as a high school senior, and gets one on the board in his Misourri Tiger uniform. Yeah, he's loving it.
Today, smart tech is everywhere. But Fitbit is smart about helping you manage stress and detect potential signs of illness. It's a smarter way to transform your health.
Introducing Harvey's Stuffed Cheeseburger, a 6-ounce burger made with 100% Canadian beef, stuffed with a mix of real cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese, and then topped the way you like it. This isn't your average cheeseburger. Get it for a limited time at Harvey's. Now that's a beautiful thing.
The Simba mattress survives the most rigorous testing because you do more in bed than just sleep. The new Simba collection, now at lowest advertised prices of the year. Shop in store at Sleep Country or shop online. Search Simba Sleep now.
At OK Tire, switch to Kumho Solus tires. Kumho Solus HA31 provides a confident ride in all weather with a 3-peak mountain snowflake symbol. OK Tire. Service, repair, and tires. It's going to be okay.
Whether you do early work, heavy work, or homework, we're here for the hard-working. That's why we offer installment loans up to $15,000. Apply online today or visit your local Money Mart.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have launching.
The all-new Nissan Rogue. It's for your jiu-jitsu fam, your dog yoga fam, and your scuba fam. Rugged handling for your cave explorer fam. One of the quietest cabins in its class for your knitting fam. And heads-up display for your stargazing fam. The all-new Nissan Rogue, the redesigned SUV for the redefined fam.
Imagine the places we'll go together. Expedia.
7-Eleven is open to provide a safe place to shop in the neighborhood with enhanced cleaning and safety practices. Right now, we've got great deals on cold beverages. Find them in store or get 7-Eleven delivered fast. 7-Eleven, here for you in the neighborhood.
Missouri in complete control here at home. This Tiger team has won 3 of their last 4 and looks like they're going to be 4 of their last 5. This is a team that's getting better and better each week out. And what has been a crazy season for a lot of ways. They've already had 6 games impacted in one form or fashion this season. In a 10-game schedule, that's quite a bit. Yeah, a lot of adjustments to be made. And don't forget, Monday at 7 Eastern, it's Thinking Out Loud, presented by our friends at Regions Bank. Alyssa Lang, Spencer Hall, Richard Johnson, and Brandon Boynton review the weekend and talk about the biggest stories for the week ahead. It's Thinking Out Loud right here on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. Sarah Fuller.
Sure, Alyssa will have something to say about us seeing Sarah Fuller today. Though Fatty hasn't put the performance they want, but still a pretty cool day for a lot of people, especially her.
Seals back in the game. Pass is incomplete. You know, one of the things we haven't had a chance to really talk about is the connection really between Derek Mason and Sarah Fuller's soccer coach, Darren Ambrose. And what's interesting, those two guys, Derek Mason and Coach Ambrose, have become really good friends, and they attend each other's practices. And but what's interesting is that when this whole decision was made after the SEC championship, Coach Ambrose came back to Nashville and shut his phone off for 48 hours so he could spend time with his family. He's been on the road the whole time during this tournament, so he didn't even know until Tuesday that this thing was really going to happen with Sarah Fuller.
Intentional grounding. Offense, number 8. The quarterback was in the tackle box and threw the ball to an area with no receiver. Loss of down, 2nd down.
There's Darren Ambrose tweeting out about the technique, and boy, how similar they are.
Oh, that's spot on. I mean, from the arm to the leg, I mean, everything is that's pretty good.
Now this Vanderbilt soccer team, right, get a little time off, and you got to get ready for an NCAA tournament. Pass is complete out over the 23-yard line. For more, let's go down to Taylor.
I had the opportunity to speak with Coach Ambrose last night, and he told me he and Derek Mason have a great relationship. They're great friends. They both helped each other through adversity in their respective programs. So he said when it came time to give my input on the matter, he said Sarah was a no-brainer. He said not only her leg strength, which has impressed since she was recruited, he said it's her mental toughness and her discipline. He said she's a natural competitor, and that's exactly what she saw in this opportunity. A chance to compete and a chance to help another program win. He said she had no idea the outpouring of encouragement and support that would come from this. She definitely did not expect to get requested interviews from Good Morning America and the Today Show, but she has taken to this opportunity and wants to use this platform to encourage young athletes, specifically young female athletes, to continue to push the boundaries.
Yeah, Taylor, the story is just remarkable in so many ways. And on a 4th and 4 here, Vanderbilt going to go for it. Pass is caught, so the drive will stay alive. But Sarah Fetters, who is their media relations director for football, we were and they had a story. She was, in about an hour, I'm going to release this story. And when this story was released, I don't think we all knew this would be a big story, but I don't think any of us really grasped how much attention it would get in a short amount of time. I mean, every media outlet, I mean, it was all over social media, all overnight this morning. It's just crazy how big this thing became.
And you talk about how big it's become, and obviously social media is a big part of it. And Dave, I know you have to do this all the time. You have to have people who watch your notifications and stuff because you can't get all of them all the time. That's what Sarah said she had to do. She said her boyfriend had to go through and make sure she looked at all the notifications and said, hey, if you want me to tell you something, I'll tell you something. If not, then I'll keep them to you. But she didn't want to see any of it leading up to it.
That's her boyfriend, Scott Banker, who made it to Como to watch his girlfriend make history today. Timeout on the field. Back in a moment.
I am the twisting thundercloud. Power in its most raw form. Speed in its most natural. Racing. Defender of the checkered throne. I am Alpha Romeo.
Dinner, a constant struggle, wasting time buying food you don't need. Life getting in the way of eating well. Unable to satisfy your picky eater. Stuck in a rut of the same recipes over and over again. With HelloFresh, dinner is different. Pre-portioned quality ingredients, step-by-step recipes, and delicious meals that everyone enjoys. Ready to change your routine? Shop now at HelloFresh.ca. Dinner solved.
To show you the power of the strongest duct tape on the planet, we took one steel bar plus 700 pounds of dead weight versus a single loop of T-Rex brute force duct tape. Only one will survive this deadlift unscathed. Thanks to the unyielding strength of Forge Link technology, brute force is too strong to be torn by hand and can hold more than 700 pounds. Bite hard with a new breed from the makers of T-Rex tape. Brute force, the absolute strongest duct tape.
Keep moving on, keep moving on. Life is this way. Keep moving on, keep moving on. Every day.
Because you're here to move your business forward. BDC's here for what's ahead. BDC, the bank for Canadian entrepreneurs.
Looking at mom, Wendy Fuller on the right, Sarah Fuller. Second half kickoff, entered the game. And her friend, Sarah Jaquez, is right there to the right of Wendy Fuller. Made the mask that you see, all of those in that tight-knit group they're wearing. Play like a girl with number 32 on one side and the phrase on the right that is on the back of the sweat plate of Sarah Fuller. Family affair. Dad Brandon made it. Her boyfriend Scott's here. Granddad, Grandma, Aunt Sarah's here. Just an emotional, I guess, week in 24 hours. I mean, I guess the nerves, you don't ever know if you're going to get in, right? So the anticipation of it all. I don't think there was a whole lot of people sleeping last night in the Fuller family.
A little excitement, I believe. I mean, it's one of those moments you dream about, and to have that opportunity to come to life is exciting.
Here's Seals trying to roll out with 3:50 to go, and he'll be run out of bounds on 3rd and 18. And this was the history-making kick for Sarah Fuller to start the second half. Calm, cool, and collected, wearing that number 32 that she wore during Vanderbilt's run to the SEC Soccer Tournament Championship. And they've been working on her to pooch it down the right side into a specific area, and she nailed it. Perfectly done, no return. This time Vanderbilt will punt it away. They went for it on 4th and 1, but not on a 4th and 16. And a good booming kick down to the 15-yard line. And that is where Misourri will try to run this one out. Well, doesn't look like Sarah Fuller's going to have a chance to kick an extra point or a field goal today. But regardless, history is made. We'll see where Vanderbilt goes from here, right? I mean, they still got some kickers in quarantine. Will she have another opportunity next week?
I'm going to go on record and say I think she would have crushed it. I mean, we saw her warming up. We literally watched her for an hour and a half. I don't know if she missed an extra point or field goal throughout that whole time in warm-ups. So I think we were just as excited, maybe probably more excited than probably she was to see her get in the ball game and try to kick one.
All right, I got a question for you, Shock. As a football player that did some pretty good things in your career, we'll hand it off here. But if you get to keep one item, right? Everything else needs to go to the College Football Hall of Fame, your school Hall of Fame, helmet, jersey, the cleat. What item are you keeping? Which one are you saying, no, this one's mine?
They probably would take the jersey because it has the fuller name on the back of it. What about the cleat? The cleat that Jefferson kicked with. That would be pretty cool to go down years from now and be like, this is the cleat that I did it with. Like, that's something that's pretty cool. So I'm going to go with the cleat.
Yeah, I was thinking the cleat, too. If I had you're not going to keep the jersey. That ain't happening,
no,
right?
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Forget about it.
And I think the cleat's better than the helmet.
Yeah.
Jeremy Jones on that carry.
You think Coach Brooks would be happy with what happened today? 563 yards of offense. That's a pretty good day for Misourri.
You're through for Basilek threw for 318, 30 of 37. Brady Cooks 3 out of 3, 36 yards and a touchdown.
Number 43, Jeremy Jones, the ball carrier.
Jones on the carry there. Take a look at our All-State protection spotlight today. This offensive line has done a number, and you know they got a couple of guys back. Larry Bourne, one of those guys on that offensive line who's been out. Xavier Delgado, another guy that's been out, but they've been fighting through it as well up front. Today, these guys have done a marvelous job.
I mean, there were times in the run game where Roundtree was not getting touched. He was 10, 15 yards down the field, so they created the run lanes. Gave Basilek a lot of time to throw inside the pocket, and they protected the quarterback and the backs today.
Jerry Jones, the ball carrier.
Jones, that carry again, but Roundtree was a difference maker today from the opening kick. He ran for 160 yards, 7.6 average, 3 touchdowns. And then when he wasn't tearing it up, Tyler Beatty was getting it done, catching it out of the backfield, 7 receptions for 102 yards. That's some kind of combination with Beatty and Roundtree.
Yeah, and one's supposed to be a change up to another, but when you got two guys who is that explosive, who can do it in either the run or pass game, we're checking out some of the moves from my man Larry Roundtree.
I think Larry's having a good day.
Well, when you go 21 for 160, you can show what you got.
Talking to
that combination is pretty good.
Larry Bourne there, Powell there. He's hanging out with the big boys. And he's showing him how he did it. He's telling him right now, this is how I do it.
I'm running right through y'all just like that. All you got to do is open up the hole for me. I'm trying to relay what's happening right there. Appreciate you guys buttering my bread today.
3rd down and 4. They'll throw it here. Pass is caught. Big gainer at 1st down. Michael Wilson with the reception. The 5th-year senior out of Tulsa.
See, that's a little dance they love to do right there. My kids love that one. You're going to get a little shoot coming here at the end. Oh, running man. Look at that. I mean, he got it going.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what are you giving Larry?
Oh, Larry, right. He up there about a 9.5 right there. I like the moves, man. Those are good now. He's doing pretty good.
Yes, he is doing pretty good. Missouri doing pretty good as well, feeling good. They'll win for the 4th time in their last 5 outings. Coach Drinkwitz and company put up 600 yards of offense, and they take down Vanderbilt 41-0, our final score. But the real story today, right there, 32 for the Commodores. Sarah Fuller, that's right, making history, becoming the first woman to play in a Power 5 football game, and she did so by kicking off in the second half to start the final half of this game. Trying to get an interview with Sarah to see how this day went, and the emotions have got to be just all over the place, right? From the time you wake up in anticipation to finally making it happen. And I know she wanted to probably attempt a point after a field goal, but maybe that'll be in the coming weeks. We shall see.
But you see,
her parents
you see the
on
impact.
hand.
The Missouri players were all congratulated, coming to it, giving a fist bump. So you see everybody was excited there. You see Sarah Fetters there, who's been awesome this week, helping us tell her story this week. So it's been fun to be a part of this and see her go through it.
Walking to our interview space, and obviously with the COVID errors, we got to keep our distance. So Taylor Davis down there awaiting the opportunity to visit with today's star in so many ways. Just got to get this all set up, the headphones. This is what you get when you kick in the SEC, right? This is how you become a star.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me get it down to Taylor Davis. Taylor, you take it from here.
Thanks, guys. Well, Sarah, you made history today. The first female to ever play in a Power 5 football game. What emotions are you feeling now that you've reached such a milestone?
Honestly, it's just so exciting. And the fact that I can represent, like, the little girls out there who've wanted to do this or, you know, thought about playing football or any sport, really, and it encourages them to be able to step out and do something big like this, so it's awesome.
We were all patiently awaiting the entire first half, hoping we'd get to see you take the field, but you come out after halftime, you take the field for the kickoff. What was your mentality in that moment?
Honestly, I was just really calm. The SEC championship was more stressful, if I'm going to be honest. But I was really excited to step out on the field and do my thing, so.
Throughout this week, as the story has gained prominence and taken to the headlines, I know you felt a sense of responsibility to use this platform for something bigger than yourself. What message do you hope was conveyed by your involvement today?
I mean, I just want to tell, like, all the girls out there that you can do anything you set your mind to. Like, you really can. And if you have that mentality all the way through, like, you can do big things. So.
Well, Sarah, you paved a new path today, and it was amazing to witness. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
Just a remarkable story, and as we said earlier in the game, you know, it's one of those things where the old saying, be careful what you wish for might come true, but I think in Sarah's case, she's prepared for what she wishes for. She thought that she could do this. She was telling her friends that she could do this. And by God, she did it. She absolutely did it.
Loved it. Truly a great day, truly a great moment, and you see your mom there probably in tears. It is awesome time to see her family and see what she had to go through today and overcome and come through on the other side, Dave.
Yeah. Well, history made today in Columbia, Missouri. Mom and Dad so proud of their daughter in so many ways. Just one more thing to be proud of as Sarah Fuller kicks it off to start the second half, becoming the first woman to play in a Power 5 game. Whew.